How we doing out there tonight, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Hit that like button for me, y'all. We're gonna jump right into it. You all know what's going on. Everybody knows the drama in the YouTube streets right now. The Chitlin circuit is on fire right now. The Chitlin circuit is lit up right now. I was trying my best to ignore this, but you know, how can I not? How can I not? I'm a Chitlin circuit nigga. I am what I am. And we are here now together. And we got to talk about the latest Chitlin circuit drama, y'all. Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb almost came to blows. They were about to throw them blows. Big black bearded niggas throwing them blows, y'all. This is what black YouTube lives for, y'all. This is why you niggas tune into the Chitlin circuit. You can't wait till one of these niggas get into some shit, goddammit. Freeman's Journal, I am what I am. I make no apologies. You gotta love me or leave me alone, goddammit. You gotta love me or leave me alone. Anton is the highest level of the Chitlin circuit. What do you mean? Anton Daniels is high quality chitlins. Anton Daniels is like the best variety of chitlins you could ever get. Anton Daniels got the chitlins that all these other chitlins aspire to be like. How you gonna tell me Anton ain't the Chitlin circuit? All these niggas talk about most of the day is black love and shit. How is that not the Chitlin circuit? Them niggas talk about black culture and black love and black politics. That's Chitlin shit, nigga. These niggas on the Chitlin circuit just like me, and I'm here to talk about it. They got into some shit. They got into some drama. We're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. It wasn't even like a whole 3-hour show. Their drama really lasted maybe an hour. We're going to watch the highlights mostly, but hit that like button from y'all. Hit that like button. I appreciate y'all coming out tonight. Let's get it in. It's getting late. We're starting a late night show. Let's go.
Well, anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. There's so much to say. I know we ain't gonna be able to get to it all, but
we're gonna try.
There's so much to say. I gotta ask you this just off top.
I'm with it.
How do you feel? Because we ain't gonna do all politics, because that ain't what the show
we
about.
We gotta get there though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons? I'm talking about this nation, the U.S.
That's the part of the game.
When you say the part of the game, I don't understand.
Everybody done been conquered.
Now, this is the buildup, right? I'm starting it right at the beginning of their back and forth. This is the buildup. I really didn't notice this before. This is my first time actually watching it on my laptop. Like I was on a panel the other night, last night, but I was driving. I was on my phone. I really didn't pay attention to the screen. Darlene, you're not as young and hot as you used to be, baby. You still a nice, a pretty abuelita, but I'm noticing. I'm noticing, Darlene. You're still pretty though. I bet you make good burritos.
Slavery didn't exist way before we ever came in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I tell you like this. I cannot respect men who are claim jackers. Like I don't
like what? Give me an example.
Like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life thing. Like what did they take?
The United States.
Like taking this country?
Not just taking this country. How do you think you got here?
The transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, conquerors conquered shit. Slavers was doing slavery shit. And now we get this, we get to be here with, spinning rims, and you got a teddy bear on your bucket hat, Corey. You understand how magical that shit is? A long time ago, some conquerors conquered some shit. They bought some slaves along the way, and now a couple years later, you got a white bucket hat with a teddy bear on it, my nigga. That is amazing. That's a wonderful story. I don't know why you acting like you feel some type of way about that shit. I want that hat, though.
You smart man.
Right. I studied it. I know all about it.
So it's very hard to be respectful of what is here when me, for example, as an African-American male, I know how I got here. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed.
Nobody had Frontier. There was no Frontier back then. You literally got here the best way you could, bro. Stop complaining. There was no red eye. There was no bullet train, none of that stuff. You know, you got here on modern technology of the day.
They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You say all the people were sold by Africans?
How you think what you think white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So
they just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life.
And then this is a weird thing. I came up against this the other night. I was on a panel with Chicago Rilla. You know, shout out to Chicago Rilla. You know, he cool and all, but you know, nigga was tripping. I was on a panel with Chicago Rilla the other night, and he basically believes in this whole black people can't be racist because of the race plus power equation. You know, power and privilege, right? Racism equals power plus privilege. Therefore, black people don't have power nor privilege. Therefore, we can't be racist, right? Niggas really believe in that equation, which they came up with on some college campus in California in the 80s.
We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other. And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people.
His name was Anthony Johnson. My longtime listeners know. My longtime viewers know. We've been talking about Anthony Johnson. We've been repping Anthony Johnson's name before you niggas knew the history about slavery, all right? Anthony Johnson was the realest nigga of his day. Literally. None of you niggas did it like Anthony Johnson did. Anthony Johnson was the first nigga to make slavery a real black thing. Anthony Johnson made slavery a black thing, all right? We got to own that. He had his reasons, all right? He was trying to get his money. Nigga tried to do him dirty. He was like, fuck that. I'm going all the way. All or nothing. That's what they called him. All or nothing Anthony. And he said, I want it all. All these niggas are my slaves now.
That's the truth. So what I'm trying to understand is,
was slavery in the United States before?
Slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world. That's a fact. Now, the thing that's a problem with it is that, then this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want? Like, because
what these niggas want from a cracker. What these niggas want from a cracker. What do you niggas want? Serious question.
Because y'all complaining about it over and over again. And I'm trying to understand, what is it that y'all looking for? What is going to help y'all?
A whole thing that has happened.
Because I'm solutions oriented, and I'm tired of niggas that ain't never been through shit complaining about shit that they ain't never been through.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some shit.
You probably have, but that was either your fault or your mama's fault. I mean, if we keeping it a buck, right? If you black in the United States, you probably have been through some shit, but it was more likely your fault or your mama's fault. It might even have been your daddy's fault, you know?
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through. Like, you've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't understand. So, what are you saying? Like,
because most of the niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, These is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes, definitively.
Come on, man.
Definitively.
There's a lot of black folk who have skipped over racism. That's what the money do. Now, let me not say a lot like there's a gigantic, overwhelming, noticeable number. It's not really that, but we do have a black elite that don't live anything like the rest of you people. And I do mean you people.
You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
But do you
That's
understand,
a fact.
Do you understand that it's made like that on purpose? The position,
it's the system.
the
The system
position
against us. I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in.
It's that Cincinnati racism. You guys remember Cincinnati racism?
Who's my people?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
black
that.
is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
that's
brown,
why you start
brown
believing it.
then.
No.
Maybe
We
I'm
not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first. I don't claim none of that other shit. You not gonna get me.
You know, here's the problem with black as an identity, as something to anchor yourself around, right? You being black is it's almost like superficial, right? It doesn't really get to an ideology, a way of being, a way of thinking. Like people try to come up with these ideas. Like I'm working on a video now about like talking black or whatever, and people come up with all these little almost cliche ideas about what it means to be black, but in reality, black is an amorphous thing. It's not a religion. It's not a politic. It's not an ideology. There are no definitive rules to being black. It's more of a vibe. This is why a couple of years ago we were saying how like Rachel Dolezal was a better black woman than most black women right now. And so when you anchor yourself around a religion or a political scheme, or at the very least about being a man, there are at least rules that go along with that. There is a direction that you can aim yourself toward that is not something that you just make up because, you know, it feels a vibe.
Even you based off of some shit that you can't control. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures, whether you're black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because they're Asian. Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white people don't fuck with all white people. So why do I have an obligation to fuck with somebody just because he black?
Okay.
And then the definition of how you define black is based off of something that a white man gave to you.
Okay. Well, trust me, brother. You white people, let me tell you something. I know Caucasian people that have looked at me and threw me licks. But I am from Chicago.
And I'm from Detroit.
It was Chicago is very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until I moved to Los Angeles. And a lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just.
Look at that. You've been living in a major metropolitan area all that time, and you had little interactions with white people, which is to say that a lot of American cities are just naturally segregated. We tend to cluster among our own. But then on top of that, if you haven't really interacted with white people all that much, how can you even claim to know anything about them? Like, on the other hand, like, see, me, for example, I didn't grow up in the all black urban environment. I was, an Army brat. I bounced around from state to state and city to city. Like, I interacted with a wide variety of people. A lot of them are white. So me talking about white people is a little bit different from somebody who only met white people as an adult. You know what I mean? Like, I had white friends growing up they're just kids. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing as somebody who looks at them with like an awe or a distant kind of like anger and hostility. Like they're just fucking people, dude. But again, different experiences make the man.
That, but back to this Christianity, you have to understand this. You were taught that by the people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
I think the oldest church in the world is in Africa, by the way. Ethiopia too. Not even like, you know, Libya or nothing like that where the Arabs are. No, it's in Ethiopia. The oldest church is in Ethiopia. Jesus was in Africa before Muhammad.
We was taught everything that you know on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
You say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
See,
Wow.
I studied you.
This is why
Where am I racist? I don't know a lot of racism in me. But maybe
Absolutely.
you can show me something I don't know.
We're gonna
this
get
is
there.
why I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own like.
No.
I
When
don't-
Brother Anton Daniel,
Darlene just in the middle. She's just a Mexican abuelita. She literally has no dog in the fight. She's thinking about taco recipes and shit right now.
was talking to me on the phone, I knew that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things,
Yeah,
but
we
I
talked about
believe
that.
we can have a conversation like men. It's like a
Absolutely.
lot of stuff he said right now, I disagree with so much. But
Both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have
Okay,
the hopes.
sorry.
I have the hopes in reaching him in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't.
He have the hopes of reaching him, right? Look at what he said now. Corey Holcomb wants to reach Anton as if Anton is like far gone in some fantasy world and he needs to be brought back to the reality. But what he's really saying is that Corey Holcomb feels as though Anton has left blackness. You are outside of the black thought, the black attitude, the black vision, the black posture. Is your woman even black? Like, these are the thoughts that niggas have when you talk this way.
Guaranteed. I'm not
And
blind
I
or
have the
stupid.
hopes that I'm gonna get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't
really
know
do.
nothing about the Democratic plantation.
Everything that you speak of, it's a reflection of the same thing that they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Well, if I reflect something that is this Democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a Democratic plantation. I try to study being a stand-up human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't see a slick motherfucker.
Right.
That's who I am.
I'm with it.
I don't like slick motherfuckers.
That's the first thing we
That's-
agreed on.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad we got there. But I get labeled all the time. I was talking to a young lady on the phone the other day, and she said, "I know you hate the what's the lady who calls herself a doctor? I'm blanking right
Oh
now.
Right.
my God.
Dr. Bryant." And I'm like, I don't hate nobody. Where do you get hate from? And then I was on the internet. Every once in a while, I look at the pages that use my likeness and image and everything, and I listened to some of the stuff they said, and I was called bitter, and I don't know how to get money. But anyway, coincidentally, today I'm talking to a brother who knows how to work the internet well and get money.
Facts.
Well, you see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like everything comes in its season for a man like me. I don't say I got all the answers to everything, but I am willing to talk logically.
You know what I just thought about too? And I'm looking at Corey Holcomb. And again, you know, I gotta get me that bucket hat with the teddy bear on it, only because I like polo stuff. But Corey Holcomb doesn't dress like a guy who's about to hit 60. It just occurred to me, Corey Holcomb is holding on to his young nigga phase. Corey Holcomb, in his mind, is holding on to his 19, 21-year-old, I'm a young nigga getting it part of life.
To people who I feel like are able to communicate. That's what I'm saying. Because like the stuff you saying, and you know, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's your personality too. Like,
And it would be boring to hear just one person's take or views on things. This makes it interesting.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need a mic, ma'am. You can ask on the mic. God damn it.
Anton, just a clarifying question. What about, are you comparing racism with prejudice? Is it, do you think Black people can truly be racist, or are we just prejudiced?
no,
Again, these are just like word games that Black people have learned to play to obscure the simple fact. You have attempted to redefine the concept of racism so that you can absolve yourself of all the most egregious racial hostile attitudes.
I think that there's a lot of people that hate white people, like straight up hate white people. And it's very unfortunate because they're not even the ones that's winning over here. We compare ourselves against a group of people that the majority of them is on food stamps and welfare. They would be a disappointment to their ancestors.
Right, but isn't true racism a system that controls access to, you know?
Well, that's the argument, right? The argument is
we can't make sure white people don't get access to certain schools and you know, programs and things like that.
The main way that they
You need to be empowered to be racist, to be quite honest.
See, that's what
But
I was
we'll
going to say.
get
Y'all,
We'll get to that.
that's the argument that Black people make, is that you can't be racist if you can't actually have an impact on another group of people. So it's supposedly systemic. It's false.
Really?
I just seen a guy that used to be the president of the United States of America that wanted to becoming the president of the United States of America for the second time, almost get everything taken away from him. Literally. And he was basically being taken down by Black people. Kamala Harris, Letitia James.
Listen, I was noticing this and I was calling it out while it was happening. I was looking at it while it happened like, damn, you know, it's weird. There seemed to be a lot of Black women filing charges against President Trump or former President Trump at the time. Opening up all these cases. He had a case in New York, a case in Georgia. And then look, Trump gets in office, 300,000 Black women losing their jobs and counting. He's not done making cuts. He's cutting back on a lot of programs, cutting back on a lot of stuff. And all I'm saying is, you know, when you come at the king, you best not miss, y'all. Hit that like button for me, y'all.
Who was the, you know, in New York, Fani Willis, down in Georgia. All of those are Black women, specifically that met with Kamala Harris months before they actually started this campaign during the Biden administration. And it's so funny to me because then I have to ask myself the question, well, listen, if this is a construct and if it's all about white people, and all of the energy is going towards a person that Black people fucked with before he actually ran for president of the United States of America. But we champion Barack Obama.
Not me.
No. Take yourself out of it. We talking about the culture. It may not necessarily be you individually, but we as a culture fuck with him.
Fuck with who?
Barack Obama and his wife. We fuck with him. As a culture, we.
And here's the thing you're gonna notice as it heats up and it gets to the point of conflict. Anton was low-key cooking right now, right? And not that he was directly cooking Corey, but we're gonna get into that point too. But Anton is just cooking right now. And here's the problem that left-leaning Black people generally have with right-leaning Black people, right? Our grievances and our criticisms are too strong. And when they are delivered by a person who has the right packaging, the right posturing or whatever, the right energy, when these arguments are delivered by the right guy, they're critical. They're crucial. He's dropping bombs on the 5150 show right now.
Champion him. We absolutely do. And he didn't give y'all shit except for gay marriage.
You know I know that. That's why I ain't arguing with you on this
So
point.
absolutely I vote.
Are you independent? What do you?
I'm a Republican.
You didn't know that?
I'm a
watch him.
straight up,
I know
up
who he
and
is, but I
down
don't watch him.
Republican. And matter of fact, people need to really understand their history because Republicans were the party of black people. It's the original party of black people. They were the party that actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. When you're talking about the emancipation, when you're talking about 1865, when you're talking about what we stood for as conservative means that we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm telling you
Right,
what
are
it
saying
stands for.
you don't fuck with the backdoor shit?
I don't.
I don't either.
That's what it's saying. What it means to be a Republican is this, because a lot of people like to say,
because this is backdoor Republicans.
and we were taught by our
about.
parents.
Come on.
We were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents that we vote Democrat no matter what, right? Regardless of what they stand for, regardless of the agendas that they push, regardless of how much nonsense that we see in our communities, regardless of how many Democrats actually destroyed our cities from Chicago to Detroit, all across the board. We were taught to vote that no matter what. You vote Democrat no matter what.
I agree.
But this is the difference between the parties on a very fundamental level, not complicated at all.
Really? You finna say it's a difference between the parties?
This is the difference.
I can't wait to hear this.
No. You may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control, so they want to control what your money is, where your tax dollars go, and what you can do with your money.
Okay.
You know, I don't even think this got brought up because, you know, things went left while they were talking. But Democrats don't even believe in you being an actual man. Like, the idea of you being a man is on some level offensive to the Democrat Party, who they are and what they believe in. And so as a man, as a black man, as a heterosexual black man, the Democrats are low-key and actually high-key against your core fundamental being. And these are things that are just deeper than money. You know, some shit is actually bigger than money. You know, money ain't shit. Respect is everything. Is what I heard growing up once upon a time.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this.
That's the fundamental difference.
I'm going to tell you this. And you don't have to believe me, but I'm just telling you.
I'm listening.
The people in charge are not Democrats or Republicans.
I understand that.
Kamala Harris is allowed to do whatever she's done.
We get that.
This new president, he's allowed to do whatever he is willing to do, or they allow him to do.
Facts.
Everything is allowed. There are people in charge of this nation that flat out run shit. And if ain't nobody got the power to uproot them, then we're going to keep having people paying a whole bunch of money for houses and a fire hydrant don't work in front of it, but they'll charge you for the fire hydrant in front of your house.
But we got a less than 20% voter turnout rate in the local elections.
Well, you understand voting don't work, right?
It does work.
How?
It does, but you just missed it.
I heard everything you said. I can't wait till you tell me how voting makes a difference in this country.
Actually, and he's going to get into the argument, but especially at the local levels, it does make a lot more difference. Unc, you want to come up? I wasn't even going to drop the link, but I'll tell you what, Unc, if you want to come up, I'm going to throw the link for you real quick. I'm going to throw the link for Unc. Because I was actually not even planning on covering this tonight, but since we all here.
We have a less than 20% voter turnout rate. And local,
ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it.
You got to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens. Voting is for suckers.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no
people that don't vote.
Now, this is the thing. You know, I was thinking about this, and it's funny. You would understand what I mean because you just know. But I was on a panel last night, and this came up, and we were talking about this a little bit. And as Corey Holcomb was talking, and then as they got into their beef, you know who Corey reminded me of? Especially, you know, I was calling Anton like the highest. He's the finest chitlin on the chitlin circuit, but it's chitlin circuit nonetheless. he reminded me of JP. Corey Holcomb reminds me of JP as he's getting into his shit, where he's being proud of his ignorance and his lack of participation, his lack of knowledge about, you know, deeper ideas. But go ahead, Unc. You wanted to come up here. What's going on?
Well, yeah, you know, I was just gonna say Corey ain't really equipped to have this conversation in general, especially since he don't vote. I watched this whole video and I even reviewed it. Corey was asking some direct questions and Anton was doing YouTube shit. The problem with this whole conversation is that Anton thought he was talking to a regular person. He's talking to a YouTube nigga. And YouTube niggas have mastered the art of deflection, passive aggressiveness, and disingenuous conversations. He thought he was talking to the Anton that he know now because he don't know nothing about Fight Club Anton because all those videos been deleted.
Yeah.
And
well, hold on. Before you keep going, let me point something out because it's interesting you use the phrase YouTube nigga because I have refined my debate strategies on YouTube. You know,
yes, that's what I'm saying.
I won't get a chance to actually have this level of debate and interaction. Plus, in the real world, you might actually have to punch a nigga in the face sometimes.
Exactly. The YouTube shit get you beat up in real life.
Yeah, it will. It will.
But it's effective in the debate, throwing people off their shit. Moving the goalposts, answering the question, but also adding something immediately after the question to disqualify the answer that you just said yes to. Anton was doing all of that. Anton, now, like when
he was doing all of that because he was just giving answers though. But
no, like when he was asked, were all slaves, in the transatlantic slave trade? Sold by black people. And Anton said yes. And then he said some word he added on to it after, like definitively yes. That's not true.
Are you saying we're all slaves sold by black people? That's probably mostly true though.
But see, mostly ain't all. True. And then he came back later and said some. So he said all when first asked. Then to the same topic, he said some, so that if something were to come up later and you challenge him, he can be like, I said some, but he really said all. So he answered it both ways. He said all, then some, and that's a YouTube tactic of if something revisited or brought back later in the conversation, you can reference, well, I said some. But if it's something come up later, you can be like, I said all. Nigga, you said both. All that shit's not accidents. Because we know goddamn well there's no way all the slaves were sold from black people. But he said that. And not only did he say it, he said definitively that's the answer or some bullshit like that. So he didn't just say it, he elaborated and co-signed. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
I'll tell you what. We're going to let this play out because they got a lot more space before we even get to the drama. And this whole thing is going to run for maybe an hour before Anton actually off the whole thing. So we're going to get back to it. I'm going to talk a lot anyway. So let me know if you want to stop.
I'm going to show up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant.
We had Republican presidents. We had Democratic presidents. We in the same joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if it's local.
It matters.
If you vote,
absolutely matters.
That means you in line.
No, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
That's another great point. And this kind of flies right in the face of Corey's sort of like defiant thing about voting don't matter. Maybe you feel as though voting don't matter, but at the same time, you do have ancestors who, by all of the popular narrative, they died and they took a lot of beatings and ass whippings for you to get your right to vote. And so to just throw it away like it means nothing feels like it's a slap in the face to the OGs, you know?
And people need to understand, I'm not on Corey's side. Corey said a bunch of dumb shit all night, but I'm not going to sit here and act like Anton ain't doing YouTube shit because I know YouTube shit. I know when a motherfucker just talking out their ass, being disingenuous, moving the goalposts, adding extra shit, adding extra sauce to the shit, saying shit to disqualify your point when it don't disqualify. Well, you say something, then they say something back, but what they saying is true, but it doesn't make what you saying false. That's a basic YouTube tactic. Kind of like, you know, when people say Black Lives Matter, which I don't never support that shit about. I thought it was stupid. Some people say Black Life Matters, then someone else said all life matters. No fucking duh. That doesn't disqualify the fact that Black Lives Matter. So why you even saying it? It's one of those things. So he do that. He was doing that shit all through the thing. And Corey will say something, then Anton will say something that was true, but still didn't make what Corey was saying false. But since he said something that was true, it kind of make it look like in the YouTube tactic world that you contradicted what the other person said because what you said was true. But I said something true, and then you said something true. That doesn't make my true wrong. That's one of the whole two things can exist at once concepts. And as far as Corey, this don't vote shit. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Because voting on the state in the city level is extremely important and affects your day-to-day life, like real time. Presidential voting, maybe not as much because I stay in Texas, so this place always gonna be red. And I'm a conservative nigga anyway, so it's good for me. But if I wasn't, voting in Texas would be a complete waste of time. If you ain't conservative.
Your ancestors
it's so funny to
didn't do it like this. Because people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power of the people. It was wars.
What wars did your ancestors go to? I hate when he talks like that. Like, people will just get on a soapbox and be grandstanding because they know niggas like emotional pulls.
There hasn't been a war inside the U.S. where the people who getting fucked over are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's war.
All sucker shit
it's
going
a war
on.
Every day. It's just not physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem.
It's
we
here.
need physical wars.
It's not.
Until motherfuckers ready to jump it off,
it's not.
We gonna always be talking. But
not.
see, real gladiators don't talk. Real gladiators make it happen. And the gladiators
57-year-old niggas with bucket caps on, with 57-year-old niggas with teddy bears on their bucket caps shouldn't be talking about real gladiators. Is all I'm saying. And I want that hat. I want that hat, but when I wear that hat, I won't be talking about no gladiator shit. That shit is white, my nigga. How you talk about some gladiator shit with a white bucket hat with a teddy bear on it?
I ain't gonna lie. We are under control right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who are you under control by?
It ain't. You under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know who.
Why do you think that ICE agent was able to shoot that woman?
I want to know who the. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Well, that's
you goddamn right. Fuck that woman. All right. And don't get me wrong. You know, I got no beef with the white women's.
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like,
I got no smoke with the white women's. None whatsoever. I've used white women as a great foil against, you know, my nemesis, the eternal Keisha.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven.
But no, that wasn't the drop. You bring your black ass. If you don't get your black ass back up here, ain't nobody dropping you. We don't drop niggas over here. I don't do bounties over here. You put money up because you want to put money up over here, bro. We don't do the bounty shit. Bring your black ass back up here. This is the Ric Flair, my nigga. Shout out to my man, the Toxic King. He know what he was asking for. Shout out to the Ric Flair. Shout out to the Toxic King. Shout out to all my Ric Flairs in the chat, by the way.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. And with this, I dress myself in cashmere. I dress myself in $100 pleated slacks. I dress myself in alligator shoes. I wear a $15,000 Rolex. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying. Son of a gun, son of a gun. The biggest star of them all. It costs a lot of money to bring the real world champion on location. Only an Arnie and Ricky. We do it better than everybody else. Don't wrap me up. No.
My bad. I don't know your rules around here, man.
Nah, you ain't get dropped. You ain't get. I don't even do bounties. I don't like bounties, man. If I don't like you, I'm gonna just kick you. You know, I'm the captain of the ship here. But anyway, I'm gonna continue. I don't even think you were saying that. I'm gonna just continue. But shout out to my man Toxic King with the 50 ball. I appreciate that. Appreciate everybody coming through. Hit that like button, y'all. Support the show. We are just getting into the flow of things, man.
Give me the money. Give me the money. I was cute. Give me the money.
That's what you would say to somebody you don't know or whatever.
No.
I'm on the streets. I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the ICE agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community.
Now, I ain't like how Corey responded to this part right here.
No, that was passive aggressive as fuck.
Well, I mean, it was, but that's not even the point of it. But yeah, it was totally factual. But that's not even the point I was gonna make. It's that like, and this is what I was saying when I was up on DJ's panel last night. It wasn't even last night. It was the night before last, maybe, or whatever. I'm not.
Yeah, days get jammed up.
Yeah, the night shift be killing me.
I think it was last night. It was this morning, nigga.
Yeah, it be killing me. It be killing me
today.
But well, no, I was telling them like, yo, when these pro-black niggas actually, buy turkeys and backpacks and they give away stuff to the kids in the Communitah, they be wanting their props for it. They get up on a panel. Niggas be running their whole I'm a good black man resume, especially when it's a bunch of chicks on the panel. Oh, don't let it be a bunch of black women on the panel. Niggas can't wait to flex their good black man resume. Meanwhile, you got an actual card-carrying good black man, you know what I mean? Been with the same woman since high school, been married lawfully in wedded marriage and all of that type of deal. And then, he was successful on his own. He ain't make all his money working a 9 to 5. He went out there and made money. Like on paper, Anton Daniels represents a lot of positive things that a lot of black men want to be. However,
I know you see through his shit though, right? You see through Anton shit, right?
Niggas don't like when the square niggas start tap dancing and do they dance though. When it's a ghetto nigga, when it's some hood nigga that's a soul crack and made it, yeah, he get to do his dance. He get to say, oh yeah, I made it. But when there's a nigga that did all these right things, they don't like when a nigga that did all the right things start to do his dance though. That's all I'm saying.
I know you see through Anton bullshit though, right?
Everybody got they full of shit, ways.
No, his whole shit is full of shit. That nigga be flirting, chopping up with hoes, talking about he got hoes, talking about he love being around hoes. You can quote to saying he got a fleet of hoes. This whole highly, like how he sat there and said, everything I do is, he said I'm Christian before I'm black. How you Christian before you black when
that
you was black?
Does line up though. That lines up.
No, when you was black before you was Christian.
No.
You was born black, nigga. You ain't born. You got to get baptized, and you got to understand and know about Christianity.
Okay, but what are the rules to black? That's the problem. Christianity has rules, so there's something that you can really latch on to. You came in the game black. They know.
Yeah, so why couldn't you just answer the question correctly?
How do you identify something that don't really have a rule to it? That's what I'm saying. Like he's talking about something that has actual structure to it.
You know how you was black before you Christian because you ain't got no choice about being black. Anton was just full of shit. It sounded cool, but it's fundamentally false.
So why hold
Corey
on?
Just don't have the intellect to challenge it. Corey just don't have the intellect.
No, but you and I are here right now, so I want you to hear me out. Why hold on so tight to something that you had no choice over?
No, I'm not saying hold on to it. I'm just saying it's a matter of fact that he was black before he was Christian.
It's a fact, but it's sort of it is also like one of those like social political constructs where it means nothing in the face of being a Christian, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that ain't how he was addressed. He asked him, "Do you identify as black?" He said, "I'm a Christian before black," and that's just fundamentally impossibly false. Anton can't even answer. Just say, "I was." Just admit that yes, I identify as a black man, but I live my life as a Christian. That's all you gotta say. Yes, I'm a black man, but I live as a Christian.
I'm gonna tell you why it's correct from like an ontological, like a worldview perspective, because it takes nothing to be black. But to be Christian means you have to adopt a set of beliefs, right? You being black is not a set of beliefs. You being black is not a prescribed behavior. You being black, it doesn't come with a tax bracket. It doesn't come with a credit score. It doesn't come with anything necessarily. It's just a shade of skin. And even the shade of skin varies. There's a lot of people way lighter than you that are black. There's a lot of people way darker than me. And I'm a little darker than you. And there's a lot of people way darker than me that are black. So technically, what you're calling black is way more amorphous than what.
But the question was, which one is harder to do? The question was, which one is harder to do? Which one more difficult to do? The question was, which one take much work?
Identify. It was identified. That was the question. What do you identify as? He literally asked him that. And
no, he asked him, "Do you identify as a black man?" And Anton offered, "I was Christian before I was black." He didn't say nothing about the difficulty of which one. That's like that's irrelevant to the statement. We get it. It's harder to be a Christian than black, but that's nothing that one in question. No one would question that. I'm black and I'm a Christian, and trust me, I'm not even a good Christian. So trust me, it's way harder being a Christian than black. That wasn't the question. The question was what becomes first, the chicken or the egg. Listen, you black before Christian.
Who's a good black and who's a good Christian, bro? I don't know. I don't claim to have answers to everything. But I'm gonna keep going.
With my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
Out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth. We know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay,
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this.
It depends, ass nigga. YouTube shit.
You like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid.
Why does he have to? This is a thing that came up more than once, but why does Corey Holcomb need to hear from Anton all white people are stupid? Like, this is something I've noticed about the pro-black crowd. They need you to make like a performative dunk on white people in order to be accepted. Even when the conversation isn't about what's wrong with white people. When the conversation is about what's wrong with black people, they need you to dunk on white people just so they feel better.
Well, that's what people do. Kind of like they would ask me or you, said something good about women, said something good about black women, even though I'm fucking married to one, been married to one 22 years. I just had Chanel. I just posted a chat in DJ thing in reference to the topic, a super chat. That's why I just left. I mean, they fucking up his support. But I was just posting a super chat, and I got pretty much saying like, says I bet that super chat ain't nothing good about women. I bet he ain't finna say nothing good about women. He don't even like women when I'm literally married to one for 22 years, laying in the bed with a woman every night, got 4 kids, and she black. So
you know what's funny?
People try what Corey doing is what people do in general. When they feel you talk bad about a group, they want to force you to say something good about them. But I've heard you say good things about women. Most men, you probably like me. I love women, but I don't like bitches and hoes, and they not the same.
You know what I was saying last night, or this morning, I guess, rather? I was pointing out to DJ, because there was some chick up there. What's that old lady name what's that old chick that'd be getting on my nerves?
Sherry Berry?
Yeah, her. She came up, and she was cool. I ain't even got no beef with her. She was cool. But when she came up, she made a point about like women love men, and I was like, what's the proof for that? You know what I mean? What's the evidence for that? I don't see no evidence for that. And the point I was really trying to make, though, is that in a broader sense, I do think when it comes to black men and black women are kind of extra. Black women are like on a level maybe beyond 10, and black men are just frustrated at like a level 7 or something. And I think it's not the same. Like this is like a low-key hatred coming from the women, where with the men it's mostly like a frustration. But that's what I think it's really. I get accused of all this hatred and shit. It's a frustration. I have criticisms, and I'm eloquent about my criticisms. I'm loud. I make funny jokes and shit. I got funny drops and shit. I make fun of making the hoes mad. That's a taboo in Black America. No matter what, you're never allowed to make the hoes mad, y'all.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
As an example, say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you got
people all the time.
Well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me?
I
Because I
talk
don't
about
know.
liberal
I hear
white
you talk
women
about
literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single
Caucasian
day.
female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there, because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them, because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
Shout out to my man Patriarchy. The link is in the chat for you. If you want to come up, I'm gonna bring you up, Patriarchy. I'm not really opening the whole chat up, but by invite,
Say that. We say that, but here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall of it?
White males are responsible for the building of the country, low key. Like, I mean, if you're really gonna go there and say they're responsible for the downfall of it, you got to at least give them credit for the building of the shit too. I mean, goddamn. You didn't build America all by your black self, nigga.
This makes Jim Crow look like Jim Eagle.
And also on that same note, it's not like Black America is on a mission to save America. You niggas is trying to ride with the Somalis. You niggas trying to ride with the illegals and whatnot. You niggas riding with all kind of other shit.
Full accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you taking
you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You're too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Is that like the second or third time he's literally said that? Like, what is it? And at this point, I would have to ask. And Anton went way harder than I might have went, but in that moment, I might have went hard too. No lie, because I understand the energy of it all. Like sometimes you just feel like, fuck it, let's go. But he went way harder than I typically would go in just terms of like debate performance. But I pointed this out at one time. You know what's funny, Unc? This is what got me banned off of Izzy. You know Izzy Bands, right? This is what got me banned off Izzy channel. That same day, we were having a debate roughly about race and black politics and whatever. This white man bullshit. And I told him, like, you niggas got like a race kink. This is like a fetish. Like you niggas can't get off unless you think you being oppressed or whatever. It really is boiling down to some type of weird kink at this point. But like the way you keep bringing up the white man, bro, like show me on the doll where the white man hurt you. It's starting to become that type of shit.
No, the shit's stupid and it's weird, but at the same time, Anton came on the show. So just answer the questions. Don't tap dance around them. This is an interview. You came to my show to interview. I asked, even if the question is stupid, wrong. I don't believe in that concept of the wicked white man hovering over us. I get mad as fuck when people bring up slavery. I'm the nigga in the chat always.
When a nigga asks you like directly why you not saying shit about the white man, and you can say flat out, I really don't subscribe to the evil white man narrative. How do you now respond?
Well, he ain't really gave a solid answer yet. He just been like, saying he's just these two easy answer questions. I think he did at some point say, I talk bad about liberal women all the time. And he asking him like, but did you say something today? Or did you say something now? I don't fucking know. It ain't that hard to be like, white man was some of the front runners in slavery. Just anything, just throw out something. People just so hard dodging questions when it's a simple answer because based on the need to be right. And causing fucking confusion. That's an easy question to answer. The white man fucking dropped bombs on fucking Japan.
That ain't got nothing to do with America. That shit made America great. We was the shit after that.
I know, but that's a terrible act.
According to who? See, this is where we start to get into the whole burden of empire. Sometimes you gotta bomb some other niggas, man. And listen,
well, it was women and children.
Once you bomb Pearl Harbor, don't tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Bombing Pearl Harbor ain't the same as atomic bomb, but yeah, I guess you can't cross somebody and dictate how they retaliate. That's one of my sayings. That's one of my sayings too. So I gotta stay consistent to that because that's one of my quotables. You don't fucking cross somebody, then dictate how they act. If you spit in my face and I beat you to death with a hammer, was I really wrong?
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Hammer time is all I'm talking about. I love Hammer Time. Shout out to Unk B Streaming, y'all. Shout out to Unk B Streaming. Hammer Time, for real.
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it, and that's why I lose respect for you.
There go right there. There go hood.
Kissing Caucasian male's ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because
he couldn't answer the question. He was like, I'm not getting into that. Got asked a direct question, but he wasn't gonna say nothing bad about the white man so bad.
It's not
see, and this is the thing. I'm not I don't believe in the white evil, but I just would have said it. It's something that you think white man did that ain't right. It has to be.
Why do you have to though? It wasn't.
No, you don't have to, but you on the show getting interviewed and you asking me questions coming at my character. So we asking each other questions back and forth. Corey been answering his.
Hold on. Let me just smoothly lay out the question. What's going on, Patriarch? Give me 1 second. I appreciate you coming up. Give me 1 second, Patriarch. Let me ask you this, when it comes to this whole issue of between all of us, we're black here, and patriarchy, maybe you identify as black or not, I don't know. But hold on. All I'm saying is when it comes to this quote black conversation, why do you think you get to drag me on a carpet and then tell me I have to talk some shit about the white man just because you feel some type of way? The whole premise is fucked up on that level. And second of all, like you said before, I don't even believe in that whole the white man is the most evil. He the reason why all of this type of shit. So why would I even play that game? And especially now, it's like the fact that you're trying to like grandstand on it, I'm definitely not going to feed into it now. Now I feel away.
But they're having a conversation and back and forth, and everybody asking each other questions.
But this is not a conversation. Look at this. I don't have this, right? Maybe it's the white blood, but I don't. What he's right here. Look at his face. This is when. This is the N word with the hard R we're looking at, because how do you get this mad over a conversation? And you're supposed to be a comedian, and the way that you just went from, if somebody doesn't answer a question, they don't answer a question. But if Corey and Corey's age, Corey's in his 50s, I believe, and the way
57, he out of here, he almost out of the 50s.
Check this out, bro. Like this is crazy. We're pausing at this frame because this is when I'm like, why are you so mad that so what if he's doing what he's doing? Corey, you are alive in America, which means your parents.
He alive in America with a white bucket hat with a fucking teddy bear on it, my nigga. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, he's got a Jewish hat on. Right, that's polo. That's where people don't know the history. Your ancestors went out like
fucking polo. You're never gonna turn me.
I agree, But your ancestors went out like hoes, bro. For you to even be here, for your bloodline to even be here, you didn't get wiped out. Like, so what are you talking? Like, this is over with. And this is what I truly don't understand, how you got this mad to get it to try to accost this guy, because he did not want to answer your question. And like, this is where he gets mad. He's like, because you're not about to do that. And it's like, when I saw Corey do this, I'm really like, this is why people did not want to end segregation or slavery, because people like this cannot function in a civilized society. No matter how much money you give them, no matter how far they've been removed from where they came up, no matter how much clout that they have, they say, no matter how much money I get, they still look at me as this. Well, that's because that's what you are. And Corey proved it. Corey proved that he is. A part of me wants to come back to YouTube because I kind of want to do away with these people. I kind of want to Joe Budden, the Dennis Spur. These are a bunch of older, balding, fat losers. And nobody, one of the things I'm noticing, nobody under 25 cares about this. Aiden Ross will not be streaming on this. Neon will not be streaming on this. Duke Dennis will not be reacting to this. Nobody younger cares.
Yeah, Kai Cenat is reading books and trying to.
Nobody cares about this.
Kai Cenat shit. Yeah, the new niggas is not on this. Like, one, America, just the youth is just on a different vibe, and then because of like the heavy ad mixture. You know, we are just a lot heavier mixed than we were maybe 100 years ago. People don't care about it. It's not as visceral as it maybe was at the turn of the 19th century, was it? So like, people don't really look at it as they did once upon a time. So that hardcore racial issue, and it's ironic that the hardcore racial issue is being fanned more by the black side than the white side, which, like, you're not in the strong position to be constantly pushing this issue. But I want to keep playing though, because there's a lot more to go to, and this is a crazy freeze frame. I'm glad we stopped so long.
I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
see, ain't nobody
let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't nobody
suck
gonna
dick.
tell you to, yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck
you
dick,
doing,
homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when
that.
I tell you.
Now,
where are the jokes? Like the things that like on several panels.
I wanted to bring that up. So you said that a second ago. He forgot to be a comedian.
Where is it? He's not a comedian. These people, when I look at him, Dave Chappelle, I'm gonna say it, even some of Cat Williams, you're not a comedian. You're just talking about the people you don't like. That's all you do. You just talk about the people you don't like. You don't talk about yourself.
Black comedy, though. That's
yeah,
black.
bro. Bro,
like,
he's not.
We got a joning, ranking, the dozens they used to call it. That's black comedy,
bro. You don't talk. You just talk about people you don't like. That's not comedy. That's not comedy, bro. Like, for you to get on here and talk about the people, and all of you have the same beliefs. Somebody said Cat, bro. When I saw Cat on Michelle Obama's show, yeah, everybody want to talk about Shannon Sharp. Cat Williams don't share the Sharp, but you don't want to talk about Cat Williams on Michelle Obama's show. You don't want to talk about Cat Williams when, well, Trump said this, black women are the most educated women in the world. Like, Cat Williams said that on stage. Like, come on, man.
Cat Williams was on Michelle Obama's show. I seen a clip from that, and I was not pressed to watch any of that shit. Yeah. I don't know if it was Michelle Obama. It wasn't Cat Williams. It's because he was talking to Michelle Obama, but still.
Yeah, and then he was on what's that clown from Houston? I call all these people. I want to say it, but I don't want to say it on. This is the hard R verse, right? Him, Corey Holcomb, Joe Budden. What's that one dude? This here Willie D show. I'm on the Willie D show with you. This here, I'm here. This here Willie D. He sound like when Jimmy Kimmel used to do Karl Malone. That's how Willie D talks.
This is why I call it the chitlin circuit, bro. This is exactly why I call it the chitlin circuit.
We got to we got to put a verse to this, right? Because these guys, the worst thing that could have ever happened, and this is my thing about, like, I was watching the Glasses Malone and Aiden Ross thing. And I've gotten into it with Glasses several times on Twitter over the Drake stuff, but I still like him somewhat. Ghetto people should just be left in the ghetto. Okay, I don't understand. The worst thing that could have ever happened is for ghetto people to migrate to the internet. And the internet,
you can't fight that,
has connected so many people, because in the book, The Bell Curve, it says that people who use technology who are stupid will only use technology to do dumb things. And that's what I see these type of people doing. Sorry about that.
It's funny that you actually put it in those terms, because right as I was putting the show live, I added a tweet to the thumbnail and it said it was the Black conservatives versus the Black Communitah, which is kind of a commentary on what you were talking about here. And there is a huge clash right now going online where it's like you got the right leaning, and it's not even necessarily a bunch of like straight up squares. Like Anton, like, he's from Detroit, he probably was poor at one point in his life, where he certainly wasn't rich all of his life, right? But you got this class of Black people who are right leaning and culture and character, but not necessarily like on the wealthy side of the game, but they see the cultural problems and they speak to that. And then you got the other side of Black community, the Communitah, which is like, I don't appreciate you telling the truth about what's really going on here. And that's kind of the nature of the clash that's happening between Anton and Corey right now. And I want to get back to more of this little conflict, because we're getting right to the heated part.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it,
Homie, I don't do no.
Just push the poor little Mexican abuelita out the way. God damn it. Just go over there and make a taco or something, Darlene.
Dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
you
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that
now, this is the moment right here where it started to fall apart for Corey. And let me preface this by saying, like, I have been I've been a long time fan of Corey Holcomb on the comedy scene. And when he started doing the 5150 show, I used to watch the 5150 show all the time. I was watching the 5150 show when it was like the old nigga on there. What was that old dark-skinned nigga that he got rid of because he used to be alcoholic and shit? I was watching this shit back when it was what was the poetic nigga who got into the fight with the one nigga? I forget Aries Spears. I was watching this shit when it was when it was him and that one poetic pro-black nigga. I used to fuck with Corey Holcomb, but as I got more politically right wing and I learned, I got to just see Corey Holcomb is basically a woke nigga. I kind of got, shout out to Zoe Williams. That's what we was talking about. Zoe Williams. Like, I was a fan of the show when Zoe Williams was on this shit, right? He was the OZ. Yeah, and in Bobby Gladstone, I think it was Zoe Williams and Bobby, and it was Darlene. But I was watching this shit a long time ago. And then once I kind of got, more politically astute, and I know this Corey was kind of woke, it got less interesting to me. And I got, I spent my time watching other stuff. But it all started to go bad here for Corey in the sense that you getting out your chair was a direct, hostile, aggressive move, right? And I made this point the other night, and I'm going to say this again. If you wanted to fight the nigga, you had every opportunity to punch him in his mouth. He already told you suck dick. How many times a nigga got to tell you to suck? How many times a nigga got to tell you that you suck dick? Either you want to fight or you don't.
But why? The thing is, I'm just mad
I'm with you, but why? It's all posturing at this point.
But the thing is I don't understand. I just don't understand why. Like, I don't even understand how it gets to this point. And I don't understand how Corey just went from 0 to 100 that quick.
You got it for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I just don't understand how Corey went from 0 to 100 that quickly. And I really do think I feel like all niggas like this know how to do is get mad. I just don't feel like they know how to do anything else but that. And a part of me on the Anton side, I understand for your podcast doing it, right? If you're a podcaster, I agree with this. I agree with this move, right? Because not only does it help you out in gaining popularity, you get to spread your message. I'm sure Anton didn't know that this happened. But to me, if you're really still having the black community conversation, then and you're having that conversation in 2026 with other black people when they argue with you on, well, that's not what the black community wants, then I feel like you're just a clown if you're still engaging in these type of conversations. Because if somebody comes at me with that, I'm just not gonna engage them. I'm like, I think we've had enough of these convos. And every time it just goes to this. It goes to this every time. It doesn't matter if it's pearly things, saying stuff that make people mad, sitting down with Nick Fuentes. It's the nigga verse always comes together. You know,
this is why I call it the
balding. I don't know. We got to give it a worse name than that.
Bro. It's the chitlin circuit. No matter how rich these niggas are, millionaires. Well, I don't know about Corey Holcomb, but they're both wealthy and successful. Let's put it that way, right? And even with the wealthy, successful, college-educated black crowd, on YouTube especially, it somehow always devolves toward the chitlin circuit behavior.
Yeah, I feel like this, right? I don't feel like you can call it the chitlin circuit because for me, it's a specific type of black person, right? It's usually a fatter, older, balding, uglier type of black male that's engaging in this.
Fat, old, balding, and uglier. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not super old. No. It's like, okay, but the thing is this, it's like the three little bears. It's not the big bear. It's the one right in the middle. And it's just like, it's so annoying. It's so annoying because Dennis Sinbad today did a show and like I'm looking at all. No, I don't even
got no beef with him, but Sinbad is crazy,
bro. But he did a show, and all the guys that came up to talk about this in the middle of the day, they all looked the same. I don't think a single one could do 7 pull-ups. And I feel
niggas
like
is having push-up contests on the chitlin circuit. You've been off, you've been out the loop. I don't know what you've been doing. You probably been.
I said pull-up.
Building your Jordan collection. I'm just saying, niggas been having push-up contests on the chitlin circuit, yo. You've been out.
Well, that's
loop.
good. I can respect.
Old niggas too. It ain't even young niggas. Old niggas been having push-up contests.
I don't know if you saw this guy. There's this guy on YouTube who walks around. He's like 6'8". And he goes to all these different things, and he walks around and records like all the women that look at him. That guy doesn't give a damn about this. He could care less about the black. This is what we need to do. If the black community, like it's always the same thing. It's the same people. It's the same people. And Corey Holcomb, to me, not that you can't dislike Fresh and Fit. But like I saw this when he's like, well, I don't like Fresh and Fit because they don't like black women. And he literally said this. And if you don't like black women, that means you don't like my mama. And I'm just like, what the hell? Is this the same guy from Wildin' Out talking like this? Oh.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Yo, shout out to Anunnaki, the one with the $20 super chat from the Gulag Nation of Hood Conservative. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hit it. Hulk smash. I'm a Hulk smash. Before we even, you know what? I'm a Hulk smash and I'm a Ric Flair, you know. Shout out to the Hulk, though. Smash that super chat button for me, y'all.
Hulk smash! Smash you! Yeah! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
Hey, shit. Oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it.
He telling him to dance around it, but you know what's said has already been said. This is kind of where I felt like Corey Holcomb, you kind of started to look a little weaker than you wanted to look in this moment. It didn't look as good as you needed it to look, bro. You should have stayed in your chair. You could have talked all that shit from your chair and it would have been cool. The fact that you got up across the table, you sat down in striking distance and did not strike. What's the point of entering striking distance if you don't intend to strike?
Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not bossing up on me.
Yo,
we good. I did already. I don't do dick sucking shit.
We can put the microphone right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
And that's really where you lost it for real. Once the nigga said, look, you obviously ain't come over here to punch me in the mouth. So that's on you. But now I'm inviting you to the octagon, my nigga. There's an octagon in the back. All right, we will construct one. The nigga Anton travels with a portable octagon just in case the nigga wanted to do some shit like that. In case you feel like you want to wrestle or tussle or whatever the fuck you niggas do nowadays, the nigga said, I got a portable octagon. It's always in the back.
I mean, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do no
doing this shit for the internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want to
I'll show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But
look at Corey. Corey looked like a nigga that want to fight but can't. You look like you want to hit the nigga so bad, but you just know I can't.
But why though? I just don't. I feel like this temper tantrum he threw, it just is so bad, bro. Like you could have, I've seen Corey Holcomb on like Roast Me, on Wildin' Out. Like you just look bad. I'm sorry, bro. You just really look bad to me. I don't.
It's something about this right wing black coon shit that like gets to the real like the essence of a nigga.
Oh, it does. 100%.
I don't even. I listen. As much like thought and as much pontificating as I've done about like black culture and little quirks of the black community, I still really don't quite understand why people get like viscerally, like palpably angry about black conservative men. And then once the nigga start talking, it's like, listen, if he had a gun, he would Kirk the nigga right now. He wants to Charlie Kirk Anton so bad, but you know, he can't. He got a lot of money in that room right now.
Man. But I feel like if you engage in these conversations, bro, and it's always this is just a preview. If you're a conservative, I just don't believe in people having these combos no more. It's just dumb.
In a lot of ways, I think you're right. And especially in the sense that the overwhelming broad strokes of the conversation are too easy to win from the right-wing perspective. And all it does now is just piss people off. So there is less to talk about. I will agree.
Shit rad because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it call this nigga out his name? Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question from bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this my show. This my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking.
It was meant to be a threat, and he was right for recognizing it as a physical threat, right? But here's the key, and this is the weird thing about body language, right? Body language is a mother. Like you can you can read a lot of things. There's a lot of unspoken things that just happen here. And this is why the internet is on fire, and why people who don't even like Anton per se are giving Anton a little bit of props in this moment. Because I'm going to tell you something. Anton had no intent of bringing this conversation to a physical level. Nothing he said or did implied he intended to bring it to a physical level. Corey Holcomb getting out of his chair, walking across the table, pushing. He literally pushed that little yellow burrito bitch out the way. Nigga moved the whole burrito off camera for a second and sat down in striking distance of Anton. Why? To give the impression that I would hit you if I felt like it. But you never actually felt like it. And because you never felt like it, and Anton never flinched, he didn't stand up. He didn't even treat your threat like a threat. That's really what was the unspoken power in the whole movement. He didn't treat your threat like a threat. He like, this fat nigga pushed the burrito out the way. I don't even respect that shit.
Don't dick suck, my nigga. Man, fuck what you talking about. I don't dick suck. If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit. Come at me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga. You're not gonna come at me with. See, I suck dick again, nigga. We can go out back right now. Fuck I am. We can go out back right now. I'm with it. I bet you won't say that shit. We can go out back right now. I got money.
If you want to fight, we can fight. It's really as simple as that. You look, you could have stole on me right there. You could have got up from the table, walked around, did the Zoe Williams shit, and got 4-5 punches in on me while he was sitting down in the chair. You could have did all of these things, all the things that were available to you. You could have done. You didn't do any of them. You sat down in the chair and used words like a 57-year-old black man.
All this, whatever. I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. Hey,
no, it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas.
Stop talking to the burrito. The burrito ain't got shit to do with this. She just in the middle. It's not her fault she all yellow and wrapped tight and shit. Yelling at the burrito, trying to be tough. This shit's stupid.
Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now, because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like it,
if you want to get back to the conversation, we can get back to the conversation.
But just know,
I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro.
Here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to get back to the conversation,
long as you
we can
know.
get back to the conversation.
Long as you know. Bro, you not. Because that ain't
You not that tough.
Technical difficulties. The 5150 show will be back in a moment. What's going on, Patriarchy? What's good, man? Were you about to say something?
No, I was just laughing. Like, I could tell this is gonna be a fight. Like, I don't know, like 5 minutes before this happened. I just feel like I said, I think Anton won by going on here and getting this rise out of. I'm really just shocked at Corey. I just can't believe he reacted like that. But I'm starting to see it all come together, bro. I'm starting to see him, like I said, him, Joe Budden, the guy that talked like Karl Malone when Jimmy Kimmel was doing them and wearing blackface. This is all the hard R verse. Like, nobody younger that's a streamer, like Plaque Boy Max or Playboy Max, they're not gonna stream on this. They don't care. Nobody under the age of 25 cares about this stuff.
I don't even know what the young kids are streaming. I don't even know what the hell Duke Dennis is streaming about.
They stream about fun stuff. They're having fun. And that's what I really realized, that racism or whatever that means, because it doesn't really mean anything anymore. It only affects certain type of people, right? And the people that it affects is balding, fat, Generation X, crusty black men. That's all the people it affects. You know, it doesn't really affect anybody else.
That's a great criticism. I think you kind of stumbled into when we were talking about the Chitlin circuit and all that. they don't really stream. They're not as fun as a lot of these other, like the young spaces. And look, I don't even watch the young kids. I don't even know that they're fun for me per se, but the energy isn't the same. I think you're onto something with that. I want to keep watching though. Let's go back to it.
Fucking dick no more, everything straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro though.
And I'm gonna respect him on that.
Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm gonna respect him on that.
Yes, sir. So question, given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people?
In what, today's time or historically?
No, sir. Historically.
And they got a live audience. I wonder if he sells tickets to the 5150 show.
Berkeley.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive or negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively.
How are you having this conversation in 2026? Like they used the Bible to enslave her. It's like, how are you having this convo? Like Muslims had the slave trade. Like, what are you talking about?
A lot of people don't know the things that you have, and maybe even I have. We both may have a lot of facts just casually at the surface of our minds that just destroy the whole typical black slave narrative.
But let me ask you,
everybody has that.
Do you think Destiny brings that point up?
Destiny? Oh God, I don't know.
No, he does not. Like, for you, these points are all you're repeating what you've heard from other black people. Nobody that has a 10,000 foot view of the world says stuff like this. They use slavery to enslave it. Hispanics are all Christian. They don't say stuff like this.
No.
I don't understand it. I just don't even. Yeah, go ahead.
You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people. Absolutely. So it depends on the person, and that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
that's not true. Because I know some good Caucasian
the teachings
white men.
of Jesus,
and I know some bad Caucasian white men.
Okay, so look, check this out. This is what I listen. Listen. This is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to
Keep It 100 says both sides have valid positions. Corey hasn't really put forward a position other than Anton don't say nothing bad about the white man. That's not necessarily a valid position, though. That's not really a position. You're mad that he hasn't taken a position you want him to take.
Can I ask what has been said about the white man that hasn't been said yet?
Well, by Anton, he hasn't really said nothing, but Corey.
No, but I'm just saying in general, like in general. Do we really need to have it? It's kind of like the other day I was watching this this Fox 26 with that Isaiah Likely, and I don't know how he's a part of the hard R verse as well. Is black masculinity under attack? It's like, bro, this conversation is so 2022. Like, what more needs to be said that hasn't been said? I don't know. I feel like you should have a year limit on how much you talk about. Like if female submission is coming out of your mouth in 2025 and 2026, it's like, how many more times are we going to have this? Like we get it. We get it.
Some people haven't gotten it.
End of a certain mind state. And I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I
apologize.
Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
I apologize.
I appreciate that because this ain't no show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically. But I have a switch.
I do too.
Well,
I'm a man.
I respect your switch. I respect your switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad, brother.
Good.
It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother. And I'm
This is where I got a little bit moist. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas comparing switches and shit.
saying, like, a lot of people don't know the way I was brought up. You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking you. I'm just trying to let you know
we good.
That when we talk to each other a certain way, like if dick sucking is brought up, that's
He realized
just
he messed up.
on my shoes. So I'm
He
saying,
realized,
like,
stop, pause it right here.
I could get back.
He realized at this point, Corey was never able to recover because he realized this is the thing about hard R's, right? When they get into a fight and the whole party is shot up, or when the car is stolen, they have that. It's like the what's that? It's like the Hulk, right? Like you say, Hulk smash. When the Hulk came down off of his high, it drained him. And I feel like at this point, Corey realized that he messed up. Corey realized that I am a comedian, right? Which means I believe a lot of comedians have great verbal skills.
Mm-hmm.
I let somebody take me out of my great verbal skills. Is this what you're going to do when somebody heckles you at a comedy show?
Well, I think to talk about the comedic angle, I think is important in the sense that Corey Holcomb forgot he was a comedian. He thought he was a man that speaks to the people about like important shit. But you're not really that guy, because when that guy comes along, all you do is get angry. You want to fight. It's better to just be funny, bro. Just stick to telling jokes. You should have just let Anton talk his shit, and you've been the funny guy. You could have disagreed with him and been the funny guy disagreeing with him, but you felt you took these things way too personally, and you couldn't maintain your frame as the funny guy. And that's why it turned into a whole other type of content. They had a lot of viewers or whatever, a lot of live views on this video, on this live stream, but it turned into a bad look for Corey ultimately, because people watch you because you say real shit, but you're funny. You could have said real shit and been funny. You didn't want to do that. You wanted to be like a real nigga. And then you met a nigga who was willing to go. When Corey got up, his entire reason for getting up was to sit back down again. Anton's reason for getting up was to go out back and to fight you. These are not the same postures, bro. So you look crazy.
Straight. I can get back straight. When I shook your hand, it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my homies. I get into it with my brothers. I don't have no sisters. I got three brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephews. It is what it is. And then we shake hands and we keep it moving once we have a disagreement and we get it out of our system. So if we good, then we good.
I'm good.
I'm with it. Let's get to the conversation.
That's why I tried to explain myself right there, because I'm like, this man probably don't even know that my mind is set up, Anton. My mind is set up when people do things like I call it backdooria on my show. Mm-hmm. When people throw that at you, it's a set off. And I'm saying, like, I ain't trying to get set off. I think I'm a lot more than somebody with name calling to get at me. But I'm saying, like,
but see, I don't believe you, Corey. I don't believe you, bro.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I don't believe you. Because you do the same shit that you feel offended by.
Really?
You do. Absolutely.
Give me an example.
You just did it. You said a lot of shit to me.
And this is where Anton started to twist the knife a little bit. He already won the initial exchange, and now he really, really twisting the knife.
That I don't know.
It's a bold move to go in another nigga house and talk shit about his relatives to his face.
Necessarily care about.
I ain't saying nothing about dick sucking.
You pick and choose what's disrespectful because you applying it to you. It's other people out there that don't take that shit.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that. So listen to me, Anton.
But hold on. Let me say this last part.
Land.
But I get it, because you don't know me and I don't know you. So you don't know what I look at as disrespectful. And so as a result, I just let that shit ride. The only thing that ever triggers me is it, and this is why I like to do shows in person. I told you before the show, I said I don't do no more live streams with people that I don't know. Did I not say that? Because I want to see and look in their eyes and see what's really happening, right? And the reason that is because the only thing that set me off is if somebody make it seem like they ready to do something. Then I'm like, okay, well, it's all hands up. Fuck the conversation.
Well, how about this? People may be ready to do something for whatever reason. They want to be ready to do something. But what I'm saying to you is, you know, in this world, they are trying to normalize men in dresses. They trying to normalize a woman wearing a thong in front of a church gathering or whatever.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I could handle whatever is happening out there, but I'm saying, like, I'm still standing on this. I'm standing on this. If a man walking up to me with some homosexual talk.
All right, there's two levels to this, right? You can't take all this extreme offense about alleged homosexual talk, but then you said Anton kisses the white man's ass, right? Now, on one level, a man kissing another man's ass is some gay shit. I understand the social innuendo of it, like you're brown nosing or whatever, but it still reads as a weirdly gay move. And on top of that, not only are you calling them gay in a weird sense, but on some black shit, telling me that you kissed the white man's ass, black man to black man, that's like you calling me a rat. Or some gangster shit, you call me a rat, I gotta draw blood. Like, you can't just be calling nigga a rat and that shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? So on a lot of levels, on two different levels right there, you was violating the nigga. And so when a nigga take it there, that's on you, bro. You wanted to violate the nigga, now you got to stand in the violation.
Like, I could take, I said this before, I could take a meeting at a brother like Tyler Perry's house because I know what's going to happen if it go bad. The house going to get tore up. I ain't saying that to act like I'm tough. I'm just saying, I feel you. There's certain things that we as men cannot say to each other without clashing. And it is my opinion with niggas that I know and where I'm from, if I say to one of my homies, man, suck a dick, everybody will get quiet that we know. And they'll be like, what is that? What is that? Because
I understand it. I'm on the same shit. I'm on the same shit. You don't invite nobody to the Frank stand. That's a wild violation. But again, you open the door to violation. So if you want to smoke, it's smoky in here now.
It's like, that's their homosexual talk. So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? If it's one way to get a brother like me, I know brothers who are preachers that would put their religion down for that right there. That's all I'm saying, black man. That's all I'm saying.
Listen. That's where you at. So I'm gonna respect that.
Thank you, brother.
It's simple as that.
I don't want no drama.
It's simple as that.
I swear I don't want no drama, man. My life is good.
Mine's is too.
I believe you. My life is good.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want you to come up here for that. It's just the simple misunderstandings that we as men can have. I think older black men like us need to make sure there are boundaries that simply can't be crossed when men are talking. And
now, this is the moment in the conversation where Anton could have like toned it down. And I would have asked Corey, like, what is it about being like a conservative black man that makes you feel like you want to kind of verbally get closer to the line of disrespect with me? Because that's really what just happened. You know what I'm saying? You verbally crossed the line of respect, so he met you across that line. But it was all because he was saying things that you didn't like, right? That now you can kind of start to tone the conversation down, but still kind of put him in the hot seat a little bit.
If you tell me a boundary, Anton, if you tell me a boundary, I promise you, I'm going to do my best not to cross that boundary.
I'm not.
When I'm talking to Willie D don't like when you call him nigga. And I go out my way not to call Willie D nigga because I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me. It is what niggas say shit like that all the time. Like that's the environment that we live in. I only care about my real life.
Can I ask you a question? You just said men talk disrespectfully to you in your face all the time.
No. This is nothing. You did not hear what I said.
I said
they do that shit all the time. You see it in the chat. You see it in the comments. All of that shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit, right?
That's right, because that's for the internet.
Right. So when people say stuff, I don't take it personal because it's not a thing to me. It's just talk. The only thing I care about is what happened in real life. When I cut that shit off in real life, my life is great.
Right. Let me tell you something.
So my point is that I don't take nothing personal unless it get personal, unless it gets physical. That's the only thing I'm up on. Anything else I can walk away from. I don't give a fuck about that. My life, I could walk away and I'm probably gonna never see that person again.
I understand. So this is why the chat, I allow them, and in fact, I encourage them to be themselves in the chat. Because this is a computer screen. But one thing I will say about, this is to the youngsters especially, because they the ones who really don't know. I'm talking about 35 and under. When you in a man's face, you have to watch how you talk to them, because face to face is a lot different than the computer. On the computer, I got
Let me ask you a question.
Motherfuckers saying all kind of shit about me on the computer.
Let me ask you a question.
But if they in my face saying that to me,
let me ask you a question.
It can go bad.
Why?
I'm not acting tough.
Hold on.
I'm not acting tough.
I'm asking you a real question. Why do you get triggered if somebody says that to you? Like what is it in you?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Like, we got to probe that energy in the black mind where you get violently upset because somebody's disagreeing with your black thoughts.
That gets bothered by a switch.
Okay, so listen to me. Manhood is all we got left. You really got to understand this. Just give me a second to land on this.
I'm with you. I'm listening.
If we don't have our manhood, we ain't got nothing. So when a man walk up to you and say something flirtatious to you, when a man walk up to you and say something where he's challenging your manhood and things like that, trust me, I don't care how savage it may seem. When you dealing with a man, you can set a man off if you in his face and you saying things that are not. I'm not talking about somebody just saying anything. I'm talking about there are certain things, like I can't walk up to a man walking down the street with his wife, Anton, and say, man, your bitch thick. I'll be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it online.
Nope. See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, I want to.
Now, here's a point. Anton about to make a point, and it came off a little clumsy. I see what Corey mean. Like, you don't talk shit to somebody face to face without expecting a blowback or whatever. But Anton is making a point of, listen, don't talk shit online that you wouldn't talk face to face either. And I respect that. I'm not going to say shit to you behind your back that I wouldn't say to your face either.
Here it is.
That's where we disagree, because you got to keep the same energy across the board. You can't pick and choose when you can disrespect somebody and when you can't disrespect somebody, and then pick and choose when you're going to react to somebody disrespecting you. You wrong, bro. You wrong as two left shoes. You're wrong, bro. I fuck with you. I fuck with you because you are one of the most disrespectful, and stand on that shit.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton. You missed me. When you say you can't disrespect people with what? Make sure you explain that to me.
You got to keep the same energy across the board, bro.
I don't understand.
You can't say I'm going to disrespect you online, but then you can't do nothing in person.
Well, trust me.
I'm not saying do that.
I'm not saying what you're wrong about. But listen, talking to somebody in person is different than talking to somebody online. And if I'm so disrespectful, what do I do to be disrespectful online? Because you said I'm disrespectful online.
You just
I would
said,
like to
you
know.
said out of your own mouth that you will be disrespectful online. It ain't even, yes,
Did
you
I say
did.
that?
You
Did I
just
say I'm
said that.
disrespectful online?
You said you can disrespect. It's different if you disrespect somebody online versus doing it in real life.
No, I didn't say what I would do.
How is it different,
I said if somebody in the chat room is saying something disrespectful about me, I don't hold that against them because they're
What
typing.
about when you talking about real people?
What do you mean?
If you comment on somebody and you give your opinion on real people.
I don't want to go back and forth. I'm trying to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Do you hear
I
me when I
understand
say
what you're saying.
Whatever I say online, giving an opinion of something is different than if I am.
I said disrespectful. How can you determine whether or not somebody feels disrespected?
Well, feelings is one thing, man.
You felt some type of way?
Yeah, because ain't nobody finna stand in front of my face and talk to me like they on my level when it comes to homosexuality. Like that'll start a war. That'll start a war.
We can agree to disagree. I think you're wrong, bro. I think I personally, I'm telling you directly, you're hypocritical.
Okay, well, you can say that. I don't think I'm gonna win that argument with you now. But what I am saying to you, Anton, is when you are talking to men face to face, trust me when I tell you this, man, it's different than online. Face to face.
I'm the same person in real life as I am online. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. Right? Anybody, listen, I go city to city. I'm not an online nigga, bro. Like, I create content online, but I really am out in every single city. I done visited almost every single state. I have real meetups in real life. I shake hands. I kick it with people in real life, and I go out there and kick it with the people. I'm not different online than I am in real life. People may think that because they may have never met me in real life, but I keep the same energy. I reciprocate. Or I'm willing to walk away unless it goes up. If it's going to go up, then it's just going to go up and we just going to figure it out from there. But the fact of the matter is, I don't switch up.
See, I'm not
going to talk about you online. Hold on. I'm not going to talk about you online. And then when I see you in real life, I'm going to be like, man, you know I'm just playing. I'm not that type of nigga.
Yeah, but
either I fuck with you or I don't.
But see, that's just one scenario, Anton. What I'm saying to you is this. This is what I'm saying to you. I ain't saying it to offset what you just said. I'm trying to talk to you now.
And I'm not a tough guy either.
I'm not either.
I'm not a tough guy.
I'm not a tough guy. I don't even want to perpetrate like I'm a tough guy. But what I'm saying is when men stand between each other, there is energy that is being transferred. And trust me, when men disrespect each other face to face, motherfuckers can die.
Now I'm gonna skip ahead just a little bit. I'm gonna get to the part where Anton is walking out because they had one more tense exchange that led to him actually walking off the show, and I want to play that part out before we get there because it's clear Anton kind of was trying to move past the point. He was acting above it while still kind of taking shots at Corey. And then Corey was still mad the whole time.
Well, I said,
you say I don't walk under the coat?
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
The whole world a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes.
I believe you.
When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all why I like the chat.
Everything but himself and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it. Or we could talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the
chat. Shit on
I'm
himself.
not gonna shit on nobody.
Now, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your face. To your face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like
this is where it really started to heat up again, because Anton, nigga was in his bag. Nigga was in his bag. After that first exchange where he felt like, oh, Corey ain't gonna do shit, Anton's security was probably a lot bigger than Corey's security. I think Corey don't even have real security. Corey just got niggas. Anton probably got a bunch of Israeli Mossad-trained killers.
You talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
trust me,
the tough talk? I got security. You got security. Ain't
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You said you disrespected me in my face, and then you act like it was all
said
good.
that I disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your mouth. And so I apologize when you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you disrespected me in my face
because you don't accept the apology because you
still talk about everybody else except yourself and white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing a conversation that happened. Why are you so easily offended?
You still talk about me? It sounds like I'm arguing
because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down. So you proved the point. Homie, just gone, man. Just gone, man. You gone.
I'm not the jet.
You done did this before. Get your bitch ass to... Hey, homie,
all right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass the fuck on and walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga.
And that's how it is. Nigga moments. Look at Darlene over there on the side like he ain't trying to be a part of it all. Look at Darlene over there acting like I ain't even trying to be a part of it. What's going on, Trey? We got to the end of the drama. We about to wrap it up, man. What's good, Trey?
Man, I'm just, man, I had to turn this down in the grocery store, man. Couldn't let the white folks hear this great conversation. But
you must be in a whole other time zone. You in the grocery store? It's 11 o'clock. It's 11:30 where I'm at. Are you in Publix or some shit?
No, I'm HEB, man, Texas.
Okay.
But I'm with patriarchy, man. But here's one point about the last thing Antoine and Corey were discussing. And Corey was telling them certain things you can't say to a man in his face. And then Corey proceeds to say them things. Go ahead on and get up out of here with your bodyguard and your bitch. Bro, come on now, man. Corey playing games. Because he know if he ain't up in that studio and he out up on the street with Anton, that could be the last thing he ever says. He playing games.
I mean, I think they was both crossing the line alternatively, but I call it out. Corey was pushing harder. He definitely crossed the line first. He was taking offense, like personally, when Anton was just making like objective political statements about what he believed or whatever. But yeah, and the whole, and this is the hard part about shit like this when it's like, I genuinely like Corey Holcomb just because like I've laughed a lot at his work as a comedian. But also watching him just talk at length on the 5150 show, that's what made me stop watching the show over time, is because he kind of a woke nigga, and I'm not a woke nigga, so I don't find the same shit funny. I don't always want to listen to you talk about white people and racism all the time. And so Anton came up there, and you got mad at him because he don't want to talk about white people and racism all the time. And now you want to fight. You started talking crazy to him after that. Like, that shit don't fly, bro.
Yeah, it's typical, bro. And you see it with a lot of, patriarchy was right. A lot of Gen X cats around my age, older, they're very conservative until you push that black button. You hit that black button, they turn straight up into Bolsheviks, bro. And the issue is, okay, you don't want to see no homosexual, men in your kid's school. You don't want no man in dresses coming up to you. But the minute, but you can't reason as to why you don't want to see that. You can't put that over your hatred that your mama gave you, the white man.
The link is in the chat, by the way. The link is in the chat. We're gonna open up the panel for a little while longer. I'm gonna probably push this up for another 30 minutes or so, but the link is in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight, man. Support the show. Click the link if you want to join the panel briefly. But thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys coming up tonight.
Give me the money. Give me the money. Oh, well, I was cute. Give me the money.
Yeah, but Corey did a lot of talking after Anton left the stage. Let me just unmute it for
Where I'm from, if a nigga say something about sucking dick, nigga, it's on.
And he knows.
I don't know nothing about no niggas saying nothing to no nigga where niggas talk about suck dick and niggas be ready to swing.
And he knows that.
But he didn't say that dick sucking shit again. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga.
There's just certain words
That's
you
a
just don't
hate.
use.
In here with this bitch that he know ain't his wife and motherfucker trying to get the bitch on the show. Bitch, nigga, you ain't got it like that, nigga. Get your cake ass out of here, nigga.
Posturing. All that
Damn.
posturing.
No, I heard that line before. I don't know what's going on with Anton. You know, nigga got women around that ain't his wife. Who knows what's going on with that shit? I thought it was a happy marriage. I thought Carter was a real good marriage.
I hope he is, but here's the thing.
Well, the thing, he's not hiding. If he's trying to get her on the show, then he's not trying to hide the woman.
That's true. That's true. It could be business. Show business is like that.
Yeah, it's like if Antoine don't, man, he'd be looking suspect to be married that long and he don't have anything on the side and he ain't honest about it. Okay, something wrong with him. But my point about this is that, man, I'm sorry, bro. I've been listening to hip hop since I was 4 years old. Niggas talk about dick sucking 24/7 and that Gen X rap. Nigga suck my dick. Nigga, man, I had to stop listening to DMX for a minute because that was DMX's favorite thing to say. Nigga suck my dick, like every other song. So what the hell Corey Holcomb talking about? When niggas in the face.
I don't know about your region per se, but in the Northeast in New York City, those are fighting words.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm in VA, man. Hold on.
Add complimentary words according to B.I.G. He said it as a compliment.
It's in VA, man. Here's the thing. It would normally start off as the dozens, niggas cracking on each other. It would get to their mamas. It would get more tense. Then it would like, man, nigga, fuck you, suck my dick. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Fuck blah, blah, blah. Nigga, no, you suck my dick, nigga. And then next thing you know, that's when shit would pop off. Corey got to stop playing games, man. Like shit that like, man, like other niggas from this generation ain't alive. Like we don't remember how shit went down.
Yo, keep it 100. What's going on, bro? You was in the chat this whole time. Welcome to the show, man. What do you want to
What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you loud and clear, bro. What's good?
I'm disappointed in Corey. Shout out to Mr. O, because Mr. O hit me yesterday when this shit was live, and he's the one that put me on to this shit as it was going down. I came into it kind of late, but you know, like that piece that you just played, like, right before Anton walks out. I'm not a fan of Anton Daniels. I am a fan of Corey Holcomb, but I'm disappointed, man. I'm so disappointed. Now that I've seen most of this, and now I know the full context of it, it's disappointing, man. And I'm talking about on the part of Corey. And it's like you said, like the suck my dick shit. Yeah, that is what it is. I'm not mad at Corey's response or reaction to it. As far as DMX saying that he's aiming to be disrespectful. That's why he's saying it in the record. Right? That's the whole point. He's being disrespectful. We know that's fighting words. It's actually a declaration of war. Niggas get shot over that. They get shot over that.
So kissing ass isn't fighting words?
No.
So kissing the white man's ass, nigga, you kiss the white man's ass. That's not worth getting shot over.
It's not as direct. It's not as direct as egregious as sucking my dick, but intellectually, when I think about it, if you take it literally, it is just as gay. It is
the death rate is higher over the SMD than the kiss ass, but I have seen it go down. I've seen
I'm
it
with
go down over
patriarchy
kiss ass.
now. I'm sorry, man. I'm with patriarchy now. This is some monk-y behavior, bro. Like, what in the world you gonna risk doing freaking 25 to life over because another nigga said some dumb shit to you? Walk the fuck away. And here's all. Let me land the plane real quick, Hood. And here's the other thing. Why are you even around niggas like that at that point in your life? Why even surround yourself with them?
You thought this was an intellectual debate for real?
That's what I'm saying.
Trey.
Like the question is like, yeah, that's kind of a. Let me address because he asked.
And all I'm saying is that I'm not looking for Corey Holcomb to get into a fight, but I think him posturing to get into a fight and then like talking himself down is a crazy look. But go ahead, you got it.
Yeah,
it is.
Especially for
so
Chicago.
this is in response to the whole suck my dick shit. Listen, you got to understand, like, the guys who are responding and reacting to shit like this, you're saying, well, why would they risk 25 to life? The same reason why the niggas doing 25 to life are doing 25 to life. You probably wouldn't react that way. And you don't have to, right? You don't have to. I'm with Hood. Corey never had to do any of the things he did. If you're going to act like you're about that code, like, yo, you supposed to deliver the fade when that's said to you, then you supposed to deliver the fade. There ain't no backing up off it. Like you,
But here's the thing, keep it 100, is that niggas like Corey think that, you know, if you see a black conservative, you thinking they some square kind of lame, not realizing, not doing the research and realizing Anton is nigga first.
Yeah, he tried to punk him. That's where it went left.
I mean, Anton. Hold on. I've seen Anton get punked before. I think Anton chose the right one in this instance, right? I guess Anton felt, brave enough, and let's not forget that Anton ain't there by himself. He got some niggas.
Yeah, I want to see what his security looked like versus Corey's security. I'm telling you, he got professionals versus his regular niggas.
Check this out. The nigga went there with goons. He knew he was going to talk crazy. He went in there prepared for the shit to pop off if it popped off. Right? So,
but that's the thing. You do your research. Would you go without goons if you know the other niggas got goons?
And
I don't know if he knows that. I think that he
hire armed security in Los Angeles.
I think Anton knows the energy that he brings. Right, and that's why he brings niggas with him. Not that the other nigga got goons. He's going with goons because he knows what he's likely to say and how people might react to it. Let's keep. He talks crazy.
I agree with you, bro. But in this case, if that is the case, bro, he got to hire new goons because there ain't no way the goons just let Corey get that close to him. For real, like something's off about that shit, man. Unless they just never saw Corey as a threat, no matter how close he got to Anton.
Yeah, probably.
That's shit. That's shit crazy.
You called it pre-sold.
Probably, like it's like you gotta kind of wait. You gotta kind of wait until it goes down to approach because Corey's saying close. I mean, them niggas probably closed in. They not on camera. We don't know what we didn't see.
Right.
It's like there's no way in the world.
They probably was on the way, but then Corey sat down.
We don't know what Corey was looking at that made him chill the fuck out. We don't know.
But I'll tell you, Corey would never do that to Brandon Tatum. I guarantee you. Ain't no way in hell he would do. Yeah.
Right. But there's people that Anton wouldn't have done that to. Especially, without niggas. Like, again, Anton knows he got to travel with certain security because he talks crazy. Now, mind you, Corey talks crazy too. Anton is right. Corey does he's disrespectful, but that's his whole shtick, right? Not saying that's an excuse. It just is what it is. When Corey tried to explain to him, look, I disrespected you, I think that Corey misunderstood. I think it was a bad idea for Corey to drag this issue. He could have went back to the topic that that Anton was there to speak about. They should have went back to the politics or whatever that they was talking about. Now, mind you, I'm probably going to be the only one that's going to say, I feel like Anton could have answered his question, right? Like when he asked him about, what do you think the white man is responsible for, right? It ain't about he had to drag white men. He could have just answered the question, and then that would have moved on. Now, okay, we ain't going to get into that because I don't want to go back and forth because he really didn't. But What I'm saying is, like, if Corey decided to drag that, like he dragged this, then I'd look at Corey crazy. Like,
because it's two different worldviews. Keep it 100. It's two different worldviews. Over here on this side, we look at the white man is who he is. He's just another dude going through the struggle, just like all of us are. You know, I mean, it is what it is.
That has nothing to do with the question he asked him. What you're saying is facts. No, hold on. Hear me out.
Has everything to do with the question.
What you're saying is valid, but it's like when we ask women, like, yeah, I blame men for everything, but what's your accountability, right? It ain't saying, well, you know, bitches are just bitches and shit like that. We have no problem wanting either simp niggas or bitches to articulate what's the black woman's contribution to the downfall of the family in the black community. We have no problem saying that, but there's a resistance
on this side.
Hold on, bro.
Okay.
Hold on. There's a resistance from certain individuals to itemize, right? To itemize the white man's contribution to XYZ. It ain't about a worldview. Yeah, the white man is going through his shit. Everybody's going through their shit, but everybody has played a role in America, good or bad. And it's not a problem to just say what that is.
Here's the point where they collide. Antoine is a rugged individualist. It is up to each individual man to lay his own path. And Corey is a monolith type guy. He's a Communitah type guy. They're gonna talk around each other every time they see each other.
No, again, what you're saying is valid. It still runs parallel to what I'm saying. All he had to do was answer the question and they could have moved on. But even that question has nothing to do with how I look at how Corey handled this, and he mishandled it, right? So even without that, that's a separate argument that I'm making. It doesn't excuse Corey, in my opinion, from handling this shit terribly. He should have let that shit the fuck go. He should have dropped that shit. Like, to drag the whole suck my dick shit and to let it become the conversation after Anton was like, yo, I'm good, dapped him up, the whole shit. They could have went into the actual discussion.
They went into the metaphysics of nigga shit and like on a pseudo academic level, and it's just like, bro, you could have just moved on. Like it especially after what we just seen. You can't go back into that because we've already seen you pretend to almost fight, like pretend to be tough. Like we're not buying it, and that's why Anton told him, like, yo, you're not this tough guy. Chill out, because we just seen it.
Hood, I promise I won't go that far, bro. But I will say this: Corey is Hollywood. Who knows if he kissed the nanny goat or not? Maybe that's what triggered him, and that's as far as I'll go with that.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not trying to go there with him, but the way he kept standing on his shit, it was like, bro, stop, just stop, bro. You making it look bad, my nigga. You really making it look bad.
Self-snitching.
Well, the way I see it is it's not that. The way I see it is you're trying to push that Chicago hood nigga shit to like Hood's. I feel like is what Hood say. He's posturing too hard. And do I think Corey's a sucker? Nah. You know, I'm thinking like he probably don't want some shit to go down because it'll get ugly. Them niggas will start fighting. The goons will jump in. It'll just go super left, right? There's no way that you got paid goons there that's gonna let you fight a nigga one-on-one. It's not gonna happen.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if y'all caught it or not. When that question you're talking about, he asked Anton. Anton kept saying it's bigger than the white man, and Corey knows damn well that Anton was talking about his bosses. He knows who he answers to. He's Hollywood. Anton was talking about his people.
So who's his people?
This Hood's platform. I can't go there
now. Yeah, we're gonna be delicate, but yeah.
Okay. I hear what you're saying.
The white man doesn't write books about how he invented Hollywood. Those are a whole other group of people. They don't call themselves white.
I mean, Corey is not necessarily the poster boy for someone who is popping in the industry. He's kind of like an outsider, kind of like Patrice was. Same shit.
Right.
I would say he's a failure. when you get down to the SBE level of just doing content and you used to be something else, this is the last place you go before you hit the bottom.
Well, Lou, let me ask you this, Lou.
But it's also like the first place in the sense of this is the new platform. Like all the rappers are going online. Everybody moving online to try to like stretch out the next career into a new platform.
Let me ask
their next career. I'm glad that you said that because that means their current career ain't doing stuff. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like,
no, that's valid. But Lou, let me ask you this.
So
You don't think Corey's trajectory in the game was powered by, I guess, his direct, blatant, like, I guess, honesty, subjective to whatever his worldview is. Like, he's one of them people that just says whatever. He doesn't really hold back and he calls names. You don't think that has anything to do with
absolutely
right?
So I can't pinpoint it, right? Because the last time I really listened to Corey was when he was doing the Shaq All-Star thing, right? So he was pretty big at that time. After that, I don't know the exact pinpoint time where he started falling off and started doing like this stuff or what led to that. Because I don't really listen to Corey like that. Well, I've listened to him enough to know that he's not. I don't think he's that funny, personally.
I mean, yeah, he's not the funniest. I mean, look, I put it to you this way, right? When you look at certain people, right? Like I can call names. Like if you look at somebody like a Corey or like Cat or was it Michael Jai White? Like it's certain people that I think of when I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers should be like really like in a certain place, but they don't play the game. I like somebody like Corey. Corey don't look like, he don't come across to me as somebody that plays the game. Jai White puts out films and you see him in Tyler Perry shit, but Jai White, by all for all arguments, is somebody who should be in the MCU, right? Like let's keep it real. But he doesn't play the game. It's certain people that don't play the game, right? So you know, there's motherfuckers that play the game and they're larger than Corey Holcomb, and them niggas ain't that funny.
That's correct.
Right. I mean, well, you know, if it ain't about.
Well, part of his gripes is that he don't like to play the game. That's why he talk about all that backdoory stuff in Hollywood.
Right. I mean,
okay, and maybe this is where I'm lost because I don't follow Corey's career like that. Is he Hollywood? Because I haven't really seen him in anything.
No,
I don't want to be. He's not Hollywood. Yeah, like you said, he hasn't reached any real level, but he's definitely in Hollywood. But he's
adjacent.
He's
one right. Hollywood.
That is a correct word to use. He's adjacent. He's somebody that I think that he had aspirations on Hollywood, but because of
no, you know what? Hold on. I'm saying that in the most literal sense, like he literally lives in town. You know what I mean?
No, I get that. That's what I'm saying. But industry wise, who said adjacent? Was that Trey?
Yeah, that was me.
Right. I think that is a proper word to use to describe what Corey is in reference to his relation to the industry. Yeah, you can live in Hollywood. You know, Joe Blow can live in Hollywood and fucking make Slurpees. Like that shit don't mean nothing. What I'm saying as far as Corey is, like, Corey went on what is this guy Cam Newton show and said Will likes boys.
Yeah.
Right? Just flat out, Will likes boys. Yo, shit like that will hold you back. And that's the thing. It's right.
Yeah.
But it's the thing. He'll still get the call because, you know, he got close enough to where, you know, now they can touch him. It's like this. He stood up to get in there, but he know if he did something against Anton, took a swing, the checks that he is getting, he could have messed with his own check. There's a reason why.
The thing is, a guy like Anton, Anton can actually launch Corey Holcomb. That's the crazy part because he gets connected. Like he worked with Aaron Magruder, he worked with Kendrick Lamar, he worked with Nick Cannon. You know, he worked with a lot of people. It's just that for some reason it doesn't coagulate for him.
I think Anton being on Corey's show that night had like 100-something thousand live views. If I'm not, I heard somebody mention the numbers. I didn't see it live, but I know he probably hit numbers he doesn't typically hit. And that's what when you say Anton could put Corey on, it's like things like that. You know, the business angle, the connection angle of it. Dudes kind of lose sight of the long run and the finer details of shit. Like, stop taking every little thing personal to make it a real beef. He wasn't even that really mad to begin with, you know.
Yeah, but that's kind of common with the. I noticed this, bro. All the Keisha hating niggas don't like each other, and I think that's just fucking insane, bro. Like we're all like we can all bind together against this beast, but we can't fuck with each other. They all fall out. It's fucking insane, bro.
Yo, you saying that
shit is
niggas can only
insane.
come together by the power of Keisha? Damn, son, I'm depressed. You're probably right.
If you look at just,
but if man had to find out that his God was a woman,
I say the black woman is God, and
black woman is God.
I say the black woman is God.
The black woman is God because, you know, she was the first organism on this planet.
Goofy ass niggas.
Here's something else. But here's something else. You know, Holcomb is speaking Communitah talking points. Holcomb can't come over there. He can't allow Anton to come over there and sway the audience to talk too much common sense and logic. He's got to freaking disrupt it, because if Anton keeps talking, remember, when we speak on the right, it just makes too much sense. You can't argue transvestites freaking doing, you know, story time hour to kids for, you know, men and women's bathrooms for too long. Eventually, niggas are going to wake up and be like, whoa, hold up. I don't agree with that shit. It makes the crazy go away. It's like trying to freaking get niggas to riot over a white woman getting shot in Minneapolis. They realize, oh shit, that shit don't work.
That's
I
like
gotta
the Minneapolis
disagree with
stream I
you, Trey.
did earlier. You know, black dudes just gonna wind up finding themselves siding with white people. Don't even know how they got there.
I mean, they'll side with white liberals, but here's why I disagree with it, bro. They'll overlook all of that shit because the racists are on the right.
No, what I'm saying is if Anton keeps talking enough, niggas might start waking up. You know,
that's what I'm saying. They'll acknowledge what they say, but at the end of the day, Anton, you over there with them, and that's how they look at it.
No, because recently Anton alienated the passport bros for no good reason.
I mean, Anton, you know, he does that shit from time to time, but that's separate. The thing I want
that don't hurt him at all, though.
Yeah, the thing I want to point out as far as like the right wing, left wing thing, and Anton is a great example of this, where like you do have a lot of black men who just by their own physical example will draw. They're gonna peel a few dudes off. You know, it's like a battle of attrition or whatever. But the left is gonna have a lot harder time bringing people into the left, right? So all we're doing is peeling guys off for the right one at a time, and that's where guys like Anton are really the most powerful. Not that you're gonna move the needle in a huge way, but you know, little by little, more and more guys are gonna see.
Because it's like this. And I'll tell you straight up, just based on, because you know my content now is polygyny and like what I'm doing overseas, not as a passport, bro. And bro, I've yanked so many cats from the left. They just hit me up and be like, hold up, you living like this over here on the right? I thought it was all conservative church and shit. I'm like, hell to the fuck no, my nigga. And they just wake up. It just snaps in them.
Let me say this, right? I don't subscribe to 100% of the ideology of either side. I think both sides have they fucking psychos, right? There's psychos on both sides of this shit, and there's good arguments, valid arguments on both sides of this shit. So if we talk about the left, you know, you talking about all the wild shit, Trey. You know, these are things that I see, and then I see the wild shit that's on the right, right? There are people that will forever be in the middle of the shit because they have that viewpoint, right? You might have people that lean right because there are more things on the right that they agree with than the left, right? But there's poison pills on both sides. And that's the position that a lot of people take, even if they lean one way or the other. You follow where I'm coming from?
Well, keep it 100, bro. Here's the crazy thing. Like I would have been considered a libertarian, like back in the day, middle of the road centrist kind of guy. But because of that Overton window, now I'm like far right. That's what it's like. I didn't move ideology wise. The window shifted, and right
No,
now
I agree with that.
there's nothing on the left I can agree with. Absolutely nothing. It's
Right, but
crazy
that's
over there.
But that's not what I said.
Well, hold on.
That's not
I'm
what I
gonna
said.
address you. I'm gonna address you right now. Even to the point of things going too far, I would rather take the risk of the right wing extremism because I see where the left wing is going. And I'd rather die fighting a man's war than fighting off an army of troons. Like, it's just no way I want to fight that fight, bro.
I hear you, but I choose neither. Like my thing is we say the lesser of two evils. Well, you know, because each side thinks that they're the lesser evil, but nobody says that there's no evil, right?
Yeah, agreed.
So right. So my position is, while of course he's either going to be left or right, though, you know, there's other parties, but in reality, it's mostly these two parties. I just say, you know what? I'm not siding with the evil of either side, right? And so when I have these conversations, I call out those things, not necessarily the parties, but the fundamentalists or the extremism in either party. I don't have a problem with Republicans or Democrats per se, but I do lean with Trey that, you know, there are things that are on the left that, you know, will make you say, well, for those things, whatever that, you know, the left has that might be agreeable, those things kind of negate the quote unquote things that you might agree with. Listen, I debate with motherfuckers in New York City that are true blue. You know, these motherfuckers are like Trump, no, anybody but Trump, or blue no matter who type shit. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy, right? So when y'all hear me come here and y'all hear me say what I say, and y'all think, oh, this motherfucker is a Democrat. No, if you ask them motherfuckers in New York, they will tell you quite the opposite. Because I'm going to call out bullshit on either side. Nothing is going to be perfect, right?
But here's the thing, 100.
But Hunter, you know, a New York conservative is like a Georgia liberal. You know, you're still liberal and purple haired by Southern standards. You know what I mean?
and it's like this, man. Being, you know, like what I hate to say this, goddamn, I hate to quote Glendon Cameron, but being a world citizen is, you see it differently. It's like this whole, you know, politics shit goes out the window. It's just ideology at a certain point. And I got to look at it like, okay, ideology wise, who would kill me for my views? It sure ain't anybody over on the right. It sure ain't no Christian ecclesiastical racist dude. He's just going to be like, I don't want to fuck with you because you got the skin color as the ones that are wilding out that freaking, you know, rape my grandmother. You're a good dude,
but okay.
You're a good dude, but I can't fuck with you. I'm like, okay, cool. But trust me, there are dudes over on the left that will freaking put a bullet in your neck because you don't kick for Floyd.
That's
both sides, bro. That's both sides, bro.
There's nobody on the right, bro, that will put a bullet in your neck.
That's bullshit. Nobody. That's
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I can't roll with you on that one, Craig.
Okay, point it out to me.
Listen,
I gotta tell you a nigga name that'll shoot you.
Left is way more.
Yeah.
You would have to go name
Bullshit.
today, but the left is way more violent and approaching violence. The left is way more embracing of violence at this point.
Now, but hold up real quick. Let's stop right there. Let's not move on. Guys, let's point it out to me. In Free Zone, I know you're being full of shit right now, bro, because you would have said it. We've known each other too long. Show me somewhere on the right where they're resorting to violence off rip. Because I'm telling you right now, to me, they ain't violent enough. Them niggas pussy over here on the right.
So the guy that burnt down that church wasn't a guy on the right?
Right.
When was that? How long ago was that?
It doesn't matter how long.
Like
ago.
at the tail end of last year.
Last year,
the guy that burnt down the church in Michigan.
The guy burned down the church. How many churches burned down during the George Floyd summer of love?
No.
Why is it?
Because that's not when it happened. Oh Lord, that is
how many people have been killed, bro?
I'm sorry, the Michigan church shooter that was motivated by hatred toward the Mormon religion, the one that happened in Lansing last year.
Okay.
It's 2026, so last year.
He was right.
Was it a Troon?
I don't know.
Bro,
Yeah, it was probably a Troon.
Did he have pronouns in his bio?
Churches, bro.
Stop reaching, Friezo.
Thomas Jacob Sanford. Does that sound like a Troon?
Bro.
Yeah, his
bro, none of this shit matters.
Man,
y'all moving the goalposts a little bit. Listen, but this is the issue that I have sometimes. It's like, listen.
Troon violence on the right wing.
Hold on, check this out, Hood. Check this out, Trey. I'm willing, and I think Free Zone will agree with me, to concede to anything that you niggas will say that'll make sense, right? But y'all be denying every fucking thing that would be an examination of the right. You can't deny every. Like hold on. Trey just said. Hold on. Trey just said nobody will put a bullet in you on the right. That is an absolute 100% wild take, yo. Like, yo, listen. Listen, so that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, listen.
Why would they put a bullet in you? Why would they put a bullet in you on the right?
Hold on, bro. I'm not. What you mean? Why? This is fucking irrelevant. You said.
Why would they put a bullet in you? Why would somebody on the right put a bullet in you?
Deflection. You said nobody will do it, right? So what I'm
for what?
No.
What else did I say?
Fam, I'm not done, bro. Not done talking, fam. My point. Listen, my point is,
I did. Why would it happen?
Man, this nigga was a Republican, bro.
Bro, listen. Let's first start here. Conservative is the ideology. Republican is the party. If you want to say, Trey, listen. If you want to say the Republican Party is less violent than the left, whether I agree with you or not, that would make more sense as a talking point than nobody on the right will kill you.
No, I don't care about the politics. That's not what I said, bro.
It's not about what I said. Nobody. Nobody on the right will kill you.
Did you hear everything I said? But I think you caught fragments of it. So let me rephrase it so everybody understands, because I said
say what you said. Don't rephrase shit. Say what you said, because that's what I responded to.
Because you didn't
understand. I didn't respond to the rephrase. Say what you said, bro.
I prefaced it. And then I said something. You didn't get the preface. The preface is this: nobody on the right is going to come out and outwardly kill you for your ideology. It just has not happened. And since the whole Floydian summer, it has not happened. You can't name one instance of it happen. You can name a whole lot of people on the right, conservatives, libertarians reacting to leftist crazy shit. And, you got some fuck around and find out situations, but you don't have not one situation, anybody on the right saying, I don't like the fact that you're this. We're going to go and freaking burn down your freaking, whatever, nudist camp or whatever, your nudist gay freaking Troon camp. That shit ain't happening.
The one case that black
still wild take. That's my response to that.
The one case that's totally definitive and black people tend to list, like the pro-blacks that you argue with, I argue with, they talk about the Charleston guy. No, I think there are two. There's one guy in Charleston, and I think there was one in like, what was it, Albany, New York, or something like that.
Oh, the Buffalo, the Buffalo guy, where the security guard just happened to be the second motherfucker in 60 years that invented a car that runs on water.
I know.
Yeah.
You said nobody though.
No, I didn't say nobody, but Trey kind of.
No, not you. Trey said nobody. Just understand.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Shout out to Keith Sweat, man. But here's the deal. Let me rock with this for a second. Let me rock it. Keep it where you want to go there.
Shout out to Keith Sweat. It's insane.
I'm not going anywhere. Listen. I'm in the same place. You said
we talk about the Queens.
And what you said. You said nobody.
But okay, but let's go there. But here, let's go there. 92%. When I say the Queens are a certain way, I see everybody, all of them. But I know it's only 92% of them. I know there's 8%. The percentages we're talking about, bro, you're talking about like 0.01% incidents when you compare ideologies, bro. Fam. It's insignificant.
Fam, check this out.
I give the Queens more credit, bro, than that.
Yo, check this out, bro. You said nobody on the right. Now is the now it's about ideology. Check this out.
I've said ideology from jump, bro.
Hold on. There are people on the right, who believe things, right? There's a how can I say? There's a viewpoint on the right, that will drive motherfuckers to kill other motherfuckers. Period. Like
What is that?
Hate crime. Let's say this,
Like
right? We fam, I'll let you talk, right? So what I'm saying is, you said nobody on the right will kill. So now we have to tie it to ideology. So if it's not ideology, then the killing don't matter. Is that what you're saying? Like,
I don't hear an example for you, bro. You said a viewpoint. Like I said, most of my viewpoints.
No, I'm asking you.
Way further right.
I don't even have to
right, bro.
I don't
Tell
have
me.
to,
Give me your viewpoint.
I don't have to go into.
We are connecting the left wing violence to left wing political ideology, and that's the burden for your argument on the right wing, though.
Oh, we'll cover this on the next politics stream. But I mean, this dude's type of shit in
bro.
No,
I'm
listen,
right here.
Listen,
like I said.
We gotta do this all night because I'm gonna get out of here in a minute. But we'll cover this.
No, facts. But you're talking while I'm talking. You said nobody. So
let's
ahead.
look at Ty City.
You said,
Ty City put in the chat.
But you also
Ty City put in the chat. Ahmaud Arbery. Why did Ahmaud Arbery? Consider them rednecks with some dumb hicks. But guess what? Ahmaud Arbery was like, doing some dumb shit at the time. He was committing a crime, and you had some dumb rednecks that overreacted to it. It's not like them dumb rednecks said this is what the left would have did. The left would have been like, oh, there's a black guy who just got out of school, and you know what? He's conservative. You know what? He's been doing speaking engagements with Charlie Kirk. Let's go shoot him. That's the difference, bro.
So who you think killed Charlie?
Jacksonville store shooting in 2023. A white supremacist killed 3 black people at a Dollar General in Florida. Allen Mall shooting. A gunman wearing right-wing death squad patched 8 people at an outlet mall in Texas.
Nothing to see here.
Buffalo supermarket shooting. And vowed white supremacists targeting black shoppers in a Buffalo. All right, man. Okay, never mind. My bad. Then my bad.
It's not
telling truth and shit.
Goalpost got feet, man.
All right.
Hey, the goalpost got feet, man. As long as it ain't ideological, it don't matter what these people do. It has to be tied to ideology for these motherfuckers to acknowledge it.
I'll just say it like this, here, man.
That's weak, bro.
Okay,
it's weak because mind you. No, hold on, Trey. When these wild leftists do some shit, whether it's tied to ideology or not, I'm willing to concede to that. I mean, mind you, I don't fuck with the left, right? As much as you might think,
But you're scared of the right. You don't fuck with the left, but
I ain't scared of nobody. I don't fuck with. See, that's the difference. Because if you ask me what my viewpoint is or how I feel about certain things, I'm gonna tell you there's certain things I don't agree with on either side. You talk about.
So how do you know how the right gets down? How do you know how the right gets down?
Because my fucking eyes and ears are open. What the fuck, man?
I've been around them, bro. I've been around them for 7 years.
The way you talk. Hold on. The way you talk. Listen. The way you dudes talk is. All the fuck shit is going on one side. Hold on. And on the other side, everyone's holding hands and smelling roses and shit like that. Like, knock it off.
We over here making money fucking bad bitches, bro. We over here making money and fucking bad bitches, bro. That's what we doing, bro.
I've had race war Saturdays.
I ain't.
I need you to.
Nigga, I've been making money and fucking bad bitches all my life, nigga, and I don't fuck with none of this shit.
So you on the right with us, bro?
No, nigga, I'm over here.
Let's link up for my birthday, bro, so we can do it big, bro. Let's do it big. I come to Vegas, we do it big.
I don't gotta fuck with the left.
We do it big.
I ain't gotta fuck with the left or right to do what you just described, bro. That's not something that
But here's the deal. On the left, bro, you can't do that with them niggas on the left, man. They too busy crying about quiche, bro.
Huh? Listen. We're gonna bring back race war Saturdays. I'm gonna have the white nationalist gang up here. Keep it 100. I'm gonna invite you. I'm gonna bring all. You can bring all your gang too. I'm gonna invite you and whoever you might bring. And we're gonna have a discussion between the far left and the
bring my goons.
Yeah, the alt-white and the alt-black. We're gonna have all that up here, and we're gonna talk it out like men, because that's the only way to really proceed. The only way out is through. You got to go through it. You can't just back up and can't turn the clock back. So you just got to go forward and get through it.
My
get patriarchy up here with me.
My politic is just common sense, bro. Like I don't subscribe to this gang bullshit, bro. Like all that shit is gang to me, bro.
Nah, you gang black.
I don't wave flags. I don't
gang
gang.
black, and it's okay.
I am not gang.
Let's
I do not gang bang.
I'm gay green, bro.
I'm
gay
I would
green.
much rather have people talking it out than standing in opposite corners throwing conspiracies at each other from far away.
I don't do none of that. I'm just saying
that would be interesting.
Todd said, "Who's going to be
interested?
Who's going to speak on behalf of what?" Hey Todd, these niggas is going to speak. He said, "Who going to speak on behalf of white people?"
You know, I know some white people. You know, I know some white people.
Yo,
we can snowman for that.
These niggas, Todd, who you
snowman for that?
These niggas is going to speak on.
Hey, you know I know some white people is that's just a funny statement for some reason, bro. Hey, Ty, you know I know some white people. Like
y'all get over from around here.
Right? Some of the blackest shit you could ever say is you know I know some white folk.
Y'all get over around here.
Hey, but I just told y'all niggas the way I couldn't convert nobody with all that MAGA shit. But as soon as I telling niggas about making money and fucking bad bitches, oh shit, then I can convert them.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing that's gonna reach a nigga.
I don't need the right to do that. I've been doing that forever. You know what I'm saying?
So we agree. We on the same team, my nigga.
Nah.
Well, niggas could always bond over bitches. That's not even fair.
Those were the days.
I gotta bring this to an end now. I'm kind of getting over my time limit here. I gotta go to sleep in a minute. But no, I want to try to work this out because I haven't done this in a little while. But I have had a couple of race wars Saturdays, not on this channel in particular, but you know we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring back the race wars and black folk and white folk. We might even get a couple of Mexicans. You never know. All kind of things could happen. But if you want to talk like race politics, I just don't like it to be a bunch of black folk talking about white people. I think it's much more interesting when you have white people who are unafraid to speak for their team, and it makes for a better conversation. And it doesn't even not always. It never really gets. I've never had it get to some like horrible like insults. It don't get to some Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb shit. You know what I mean? But I think the points have to be laid out on the table, and people need to speak a little bit freely toward one another. It's the only way it makes
Race War Saturday is kind of insane, but I'm with it.
It was fun,
I'll have popcorn.
Man. I gotta get bumpkin.
No, I remember those, man. I remember those. It was definitely turned.
Yeah, we had good times.
Yo,
and it's a different scene, so those conversations are gonna hit very different than they did back then.
Yo, real quick, I want to shout out. Mr. O is on the panel. Mr. O, we still doing that?
Yeah, I'm about to get to the crib in a few ticks. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and send you an email.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, me and Mr. O might jump on the stream on his channel. You know what I'm saying? But anybody wondering where the fuck I've been at, I'm on hiatus, man. I'm chilling for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And once I get back, I'm gonna holler at the hood man, and we gonna do another politics as usual. I'll let y'all know when that's gonna happen. So
shout out to Trump and them credit card interest rates.
Yeah,
10%
man.
cap. Get that money, fellas. Get that money. Transfer them freaking balances.
Listen, ain't nothing like having a rich, powerful white man looking out for you, bro. You niggas wouldn't know what it's like. That's all I'm telling you.
Oh my God. Yo, get on from around here.
Yo, we're gonna wrap this one up, man. Shout out to Keep It 100. Appreciate you coming through. Let me know when you start to arrange some things. I'm gonna try to put a show together on my end. You're always welcome to come through. Race War Saturday's got to come back, but
no doubt.
It's been a fun talk, man. Appreciate you, man.
Most definitely.
Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. Thank you for coming through tonight. Thank you to everybody who supported the show tonight. I appreciate each and every one of your dollars.
I need that money.
It is time to go. It's getting late and I need to get some sleep. I got a real job and all of that. I'm trying to build this thing up so I can do this for a living. So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna expand the brand a little bit, but until then, you guys have a great night. I will catch y'all.
Hey, Hood, can you play that Rick Flair for me one time before we go?
All right, man. Yo,
Rick Flair? I got you, bro. I got you.
Yo, real quick. Yo, Todd, man, I'm gonna need your ass, man. You know what I'm saying, on that next panel, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know. Hey, look, it is what it is, man. Todd City, shout out to you.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. And with this, I dress myself in cashmere. I dress myself in $100 pleated slacks. I dress myself in alligator shoes. I wear a $15,000 Rolex. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying. Son of a gun, son of a gun. The biggest star of them all. It costs a lot of money to bring the real world champion on location. Only an Arnie and Ricky. We do it better than everybody else. Don't wrap me up. No. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.